What's going on, everybody? It's Drew. We are live. We're still getting situated in the studio, so bear with us. Kind of a hectic start of the evening. So Joe is getting situated. JayFred. Brad Mater is allegedly on his way. We need to raise your camera, Joe. Your head is officially cut off. Where's Laura at? You can.
Keep going.
Go up, go up, go up.
Little more.
There you go. That's good. That's good enough.
But it's okay.
That's all right. We'll just act like you're drunk.
I have to lean this way.
Do you like your new background or do you like the old one?
I don't know. I haven't really seen it yet.
It's fine. All right.
You put it back?
Shut the, yeah, I did put it back. Shut the door.
Please.
All right.
Yes, please.
Purdy, please. All kinds of purdy pleases in the house. And we need to turn these lights off. All right. Whew. Joe, you're always blinded.
Move.
Blinded by the light.
Muted or what?
Everybody's muted right now. Yes. Everybody's muted. All right. So it's Drinking with Drew show. We have a lot to cover. Where's the fucking pamphlet? Jesus Christ.
You left the pamphlet in the garage?
saw it.
On the
No,
table?
it's on the table.
On the table. I got it.
Thank you.
Jay to the rescue.
Oh, that's why I can't.
Oh, you can't hear anything?
Not plugged in.
Oh
Oh.
my
I was
gosh.
like, why am I not hearing it?
Uh-oh. Tons of,
You gotta plug him in. Take his cord.
no, it's over there.
It is.
It's over there somewhere. Probably under the chair. Man.
I was like, why am I not hearing it?
All right. I'm getting the pamphlet. Joe's getting his headphones plugged in. So, huge week. A lot of craziness going on. A lot of you guys heard, yes, I did have a heart attack. That's why we did not have a show last week. We were actually going to have a New Year's Eve show. And I had a heart attack on New Year's Eve at 11 a.m. Imagine that.
Well, it wasn't 11 a.m. You
It
had
was-
it the night before.
well,
it
I
was
had-
an ongoing.
I had issues
Thing.
the night before, yes, but I did not officially get the word that I was having a heart attack until about 11 o'clock.
You got it, Joe?
Nope.
It's over there somewhere.
What? You're the one that.
Where would it come from?
You're the one that wired this place.
Just keep digging. So yeah, we eventually got in the hospital, and yes, I had a heart attack. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about some, Brad, who's on his way. He's had a stent placed in his system, and yeah, I had a stent placed in my RCA, the right coronary artery. Joe found his plug-in. Boom. Good job. Why is it? That should be working. Don't. You're,
Oh, I thought. I
Joe's
thought he
just
was
being
saying it's not
pervy.
the,
Jesus Christ.
I thought he was saying it wasn't the right one.
All right. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. We've got a full pamphlet that of other stuff that we're going to talk about, not heart attack related. So tune in. I'm allowed to have Mick Ultra. So
That's your last one.
well, we'll see. We are going to sample a Samuel
No.
Adams beer tonight. Nothing crazy, just a winter lager, one of their seasonals, and I'm sure a lot of people have had it, but that's what we got tonight. So we're going to try that. It came in a big 24 pack of different seasonal beers. And yeah, that's it. Okay. So it's the Drinking with Drew show. My name is Drew, and I'm somewhat drinking
Ish.
yeah, here we go. And now from the capsflorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida. You want it that tall? Drinking with Drew show.
Plumber's butt crack looks like boobs.
Why don't you just move your chair up?
Sounds like I'm asleep.
All right. We are officially off mute. Everybody can say what's up. JayFred.
What's up?
Yep. There you are.
Sup.
You are in the house. Pajama Joe, this is your first night back since being in New York.
Yep.
So we were supposed to have a show last week, but you did not. Well, I didn't make it.
You didn't make
technically made it. I'm gonna
We were here.
I'm gonna lower you down just a smidge.
And I too
Yeah,
was
there
in
we go.
New
Thank
York,
you.
and I
was
wouldn't have made it.
getting a little blinded over here.
Okay, I lowered Joe's lighting down a little bit. So yeah, you were ready last week, and I was not. So,
Yeah.
but you have not been in studio since your very long
Since
vacation.
you gave me some new background here.
Yeah, I did. I gave
I
you
don't
a
know.
new
I feel like I'm a
background.
geisha.
But
or
you
something.
didn't even
Yeah.
you didn't even straighten.
It's a little crooked.
You
I
didn't
know.
even-
Well, it's
I-
the camera. It's the.
I just want it to be known that I put that whole thing straight. It was nice. You couldn't
It is
see.
straight. It's the camera
you
that's
couldn't
not
see
straight.
The
The
wall.
Camera's not straight. I
the
did it.
wall with the stuff all on it. It was all nice. And then
Well,
somebody had to come in and take it out.
Here's the plan, Joe. I was gonna text you,
Yeah.
and see if you had some spray paint left
send
over,
me some nudes.
and possibly. But I want to spray paint that and give you like a custom background, and even make like a little Pajama Joe spray paint in the background, like some Pajama Joe graffiti.
So like,
because we never need that ever again in the house.
They're $30 on Facebook Marketplace. It's not that big of a deal. We'll find one if we need it. So,
yeah, I cannot paint. So
well, no, this is going to be graffiti, so
Spray
you
paint.
don't know. Yeah, you don't have
Make
to
like
know
a
how to draw.
smiley face,
yeah, that
All
I
right.
can do.
So JayFred,
Fluorescent.
he
Nope.
is
Don't
on.
expect it to be good.
JayFred is on the official inlawwetrust.com camera.
What's up?
So if you are in
Trust.
Florida and you are in need of a divorce, or you just want to talk to a divorce attorney and get some advice, give John DiGirolamo a shout. Check out his website, inlawwetrust.com. And he actually does personal injury too. So check his website out and give him a call. He's located in Tampa, Florida. 20 minutes from here.
And for the record, I'm happily married.
Yes, he just happens to sponsor the camera that JayFred is currently on.
Should I go sit in that camera?
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Oh, let's talk about
Just
Chrissy.
All right. This isn't the grotto. What happens in here, everyone hears about it, Joe. You
Right.
better keep your mouth shut.
I'm just teasing.
Can somebody text Brad and just tell him just come through the garage? I think the garage is still open when he gets here.
Well, I'm sure he'll see it.
But he's part of
Yeah.
that group text that we were on.
Yes, he should be.
Do it.
Yep. So a lot of weird things happening locally I want to talk about just for our local people. We're going to talk about a dog park shooting that happened in
Fuckers.
Apollo Beach over the weekend.
Really?
I think it was on the weekend, right? Over the
It was the
weekend?
Apollo Beach. No, it was Monday. It was
Monday?
yesterday.
Okay. So we're going to talk about that. Some dude shot a dog that was
No,
apparently
it was
aggressive.
a woman, wasn't it? That
I don't
shot
know.
the
I have
dog?
no idea.
I know there's barely any
There's
details.
very little
Because the
information.
person left before the cops got there.
But wouldn't they know, male, female? Anyways, we're going to talk about it.
They just said, like, the article I read just said the suspect had already left by the time the police arrived.
We may as well talk about it now.
It's a true story.
Okay, let's talk about it, Joe. So I don't know anything about it, so I didn't know
When
what
did
you
this
guys
happen?
heard.
Because I haven't heard about
Yesterday.
I don't know.
I think it was yesterday. Yeah,
I
yesterday.
think Laura knows more about it than I do.
No, they just said that like two dogs were in a fight or something, and the owner of one of the dogs pulled out a gun and shot the other dog.
I heard it wasn't even the owner of the dog. I heard it was just a guy that was there.
No, I
Or
heard
somebody
it
that was
was
there that saw the fight. Like, there's no clear information right now.
If it is not your dog, don't get involved. That's all I'm saying. Don't shoot somebody else's dog.
Well,
That's like we went to that park and Simon got attacked.
what happened
at that
in our
park.
neighborhood allegedly like 2 months ago. Somebody
It
that
was
wasn't
his dog.
well at the
He
time.
was protecting
but that
his
dog,
dog.
I
If you're
know.
not protecting your dog, take your dog and walk away. Let the other I don't know.
No, I
I
agree
don't
with
know.
you. I just don't know the facts, but I agree with you. If it's not your dog, don't get involved. But it's I don't know.
Honestly,
This was
there's
yesterday?
such little facts about it.
You can't
I
really-
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Was her dog getting mauled by this other dog?
And that's the thing. You don't know the type of dogs.
right.
Like, was it a poodle versus a Rottie? Or
Well,
you
they
know?
have it like separated. They have a small and a large dog park over there.
Yeah.
But we've gone there a few times and we left very quickly because we don't feel comfortable with some of the people that go there. Like there is a group of people that do meet up every day. There's like 4 or 5 people that we went there one day and you could tell they meet every day. They have the dogs that get along great. They just sit underneath the shade in the seats and their dogs play for an hour. They go about their day and it's fine. But then you have some people that come in that are not regulars, and you can tell very quickly if a dog is made for a dog park and if the owners are going to be responsible with their dogs. And we've left a few times because we could tell that people going in there with their dogs were not responsible dog owners. And then that was also the park that Simon got attacked in pretty bad.
True.
So because people just don't think when they go into a dog park. In our situation, Simon was very young. He wasn't even a year old. He was really young. That was the first time he got attacked. And before he learned to stick up for himself, I should say.
True.
And there was a husband and wife there. The woman had an infant in her arms holding the dog up high, and the husband was throwing a ball. What were they, huskies? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were 2 huskies. And Simon loves playing fetch, so he was all about it. He was just playing with them, and he would follow the dog back, that caught the ball. And I guess he got too close to the wife with the baby or something, and one of those huskies attacked him. And we were on like the far side because it's a huge field for the big dog park. And we were with Devo at the time because Devo was there too. And I ran as fast as I could to get him because I've never heard a cry like that ever. And instead of leaving, they just took their huskies to the small dog park. I go, well, I hope there's no small dogs going over there.
Well, that dog park's just notorious for like dogs that aren't fixed.
Bad dog owners.
People that are like, you have 3 pit bulls not fixed and you're just letting them in the dog park at the same time. And, they're getting that pack mentality and stuff. So, yeah,
right.
It's just a very strange dog park.
We've been there a few times, maybe like 10 years ago. And my dog was great with other dogs, but she was scared of people. Mm-hmm. And there was just these kids, and my wife is like, just leave her alone. And the kids just like kept like bothering her. Like, parents need to know, like, this isn't like a petting zoo.
Right.
Like other people's dogs are their dogs. They're not like for you to go pet them. Mm-hmm. We just like stay away.
I'm anti-dog park.
And then my wife had one other problem is when she was at that park one time, somebody showed up with a pot-bellied pig.
Oh my gosh.
And my dog fucking
Delicious.
hackles went up, and it was like lunchtime fucking thing. They had to scoop that fucking pig up and take it out.
Right.
Like, why would you bring a pig to
That's
a dog
a dog
park
Right.
when there's big dogs around?
Dog.
I mean, my dog, I don't think she was big, but 95 pounds. But, I mean, to other big dogs, she looks small. But to other people that are not, big dog people, she looks big and intimidating.
It's kind of like my wiener.
Still, but she could have taken a pig down. I mean, it was a pot-bellied pig.
Yeah.
She could have she would have had lunch.
In this case, more of the concern being that, discharged a weapon in not just a dog park, but I've been there for my nephew's. There's a skate park right there too. So
it's a neighborhood, literally across the
basketball
street. There's
courts,
houses.
a rec center, and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
So should people really? The question is, should people really be able to carry
it's
firearms
Florida.
there?
People carry
and,
anywhere.
You're totally irresponsible either way. Either way, if you're going to be in a dog park and you're concerned about something like that, you should carry some type of pepper spray.
Wasn't there
Right.
just a shooting last week at the bowling alley over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's what people were saying on like the Apollo Beach Facebook page. People were like, everybody's so up in arms about this shooting at the dog park, and nobody's talking about the ATF agent who was shot trying to do the right thing. And I'm like, well, there's probably more to the story. He probably got involved where he shouldn't have been involved. Like, now sure, he shouldn't have been shot, but like,
Simon
dogs
knows
are
something's
far
up.
more innocent, I feel like, than humans are.
Brad
So-
Mater has
What's
entered the
up?
chat. He's got a big jacket on too. Might be cold.
You chilly or
Might be a
what?
little
It's chilly out there.
I had the barbecue grill going. Been hanging out there for an hour. Yeah, so we barbecued some chicken
Some chickens.
before the show. Official obituary shirt. I might pull that camera zoom in on that camera a little closer to you when we get started. But
Anyway, back to Laura's last comment, though.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be an outrage about the ATF agent who's now seemingly paralyzed from an 18-year-old.
Well, here's
from what I heard, from
Here's-
what you saw there, they were arguing and
here's the
stuff in
problem.
parking lot.
Okay, it
Yeah.
looks bad in the media, and the
The other
media
way.
is going to be like, it obviously going to
Spit.
put it the way that the media wants it to go right now.
Mm-hmm.
However, when that gets to court, allegedly, okay, this guy, the ATF agent, punched the guy first.
The 18-year-old?
The 18-year-old punched him first, and then he was shot. So if you go back to the case law with Curtis Reeves and the movie theater ordeal, the shooting's going to be justified unless there is clear proof and evidence that he identified himself. And even then, I mean,
being punched in the face, you're concerned for your life? I don't know.
Well, that's what happened in Curtis Reeves' case. He got a bag of popcorn thrown at him, and he went to a jury trial and got found not guilty. So again, jury trial versus
Popcorn
whatever.
can put an eye out.
Gotta love Florida.
The thing is, though, I'm sure there's going to be testimony or some type of evidence that they're getting. How much alcohol did the ATF agent have to drink, if any? There's going to be some back and forth. The guy's going to have a defense. I guarantee you, he's going. His defense team is, if he assumes he's going to hire an attorney, if not court appointed, whatever, they're going to scour that bowling alley and follow that ATF agent every second, everywhere he went, 2 hours, 3 hours before this fight. And if he was drunk and, getting involved, probably not going to be good,
Interesting.
But we'll see. I mean, if he flashes his badge, I'm 88. And what were they fighting over? I mean,
I don't know.
Nobody said, was it,
I don't even think that he was
it
involved.
a mutual, because you and Joe can legally fight. It's called mutual combat. If you say, Joe, let's fight,
it.
and Joe says, okay, and you guys are fighting.
Is this like bum fights where you guys bet on
this
it?
is exactly like if you're in pajamas, yes, then it is bum fights for sure.
We fight over a sandwich. We're just fighting over like a hoagie sandwich.
Yes.
But
in the Wawa parking lot.
But think about it
The
this
guava
way.
pastries.
Guava pastries.
If he sees you guys, if I see you guys fighting and I go in and I punch you because you're winning the fight that he agreed to, then I'm in the wrong. So there's a lot of little intricacies that will be involved in this case that they're going to try to pull out of the rabbit hat. So
just
we'll
avoid
see.
the face. This is my money maker.
I bet that is.
This is how I get all my business.
You sure got a pretty mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny. I don't know why I just thought this. When I was in high school, my brother was a little shit. He still is to this day. But there was a guy that I knew, and he said that he was going to beat up my brother. And I was thinking in my head, he probably deserves it. And so I'm like, okay, you can do it. Just don't hit him in the mouth. My grandparents just paid a lot of money to straighten his teeth.
Nice.
Yeah. So welcome, Brad Mader.
He didn't get beat up, by the way.
Can we say
Just say he didn't get beat up.
Yeah.
Just
Brad is officially plugged in. His mic is ready. He is on camera. What up, Brad?
Nope, wait,
You're
I think
not.
he's- I think
You're
do that
officially
one.
muted. Try it again.
Hey.
Hello.
Howdy.
You
What's
gotta pull
going
that mic
on?
away
Let's
from him.
wake up.
All right.
Wake up.
I said
Big
that
Daddy's in the house.
I think the two mics got
You
switched
guys
when you
talk
were.
amongst yourself for a minute.
Wake
We are
up, San
talking.
Francisco. What are we talking
Oh,
about?
he's gonna fix stuff.
I'll tell you a funny
I thought he
story.
was gonna look for a bucket to pee in.
I'll tell you a funny story. It's on the pamphlet. So
Put Brad's camera on. So I can
what?
Hello. Is
Brad's
it me you're looking for?
There we go. Perfect.
I can see it in your eyes.
What are you doing? Oh.
So I'm not like tilted sideways.
Well, I was thinking more so the background still showing, like, the stuff on the wall, the light switch.
It's okay.
We're working it out.
Whoa,
Whoa.
hey, Joe.
That's zoomed in a little bit.
I like those pores you got there.
He just doesn't want
right
anyone
up in
to
your
think that
face.
I'm chubby or anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's slimming you.
He's fat shaming me.
You just gained 500 pounds on
Right.
camera.
We can put
They
that.
say what is it? The camera adds 5 pounds.
10.
That's why he's got 4 cameras pointed at me.
We can put the other camera on Jay too. That
Unless it's Tommy
shows
Boy.
his
He says,
nostrils.
oh, the camera adds like 300 to 400 pounds.
Yeah, I'd be skinnier with one less camera on me. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Can I tell my funny story?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, here's my funny
Your
story.
brother's a little shit.
You have
Yeah.
2 minutes.
No, that was-
Oh, I thought
no.
you were talking about your phone call.
Yes, my phone call from today at work. So,
Did we finish the other story?
yeah. And story ended with my brother didn't get punched, but I was just making sure that his teeth were, straight.
Oh, okay.
So funny story from today. I had to answer the phones at the office because, everybody was not there. And I get this call in the afternoon, and it's this older guy. You can tell he's this older guy just based on his voice, but he starts off saying that he has a YouTube channel. Like, doesn't even say hi, I need an intro. Just goes off in this rant. He's like, he's a YouTube channel. He has 6, 7 other attorneys. He's looking for a criminal defense attorney. And he's asking like the fees, but he's not asking. He's kind of like just going on this rant. And he's like, what would you say the price would be if I told you I had $500,000 in the bank and I'm waiting another $8-9 million from these cases that I've won pro bono, blah, blah, blah. And he's just ranting. And so I kind of like tried to interrupt him to ask if he's looking for an attorney. And I think that pissed him off. And he just goes on this rant and he's just like yelling. And I'm like, oh, this is so good. Like in my mind, these calls, when you can tell that people are crazy, they're entertaining to me.
So
like
let's
I just sit there.
call him.
Well, it was an anonymous number.
Right.
I was hoping I could find what his number was, just so I could be like, if he calls back, like, but it said anonymous call. I'm like, damn it, he was smart enough to block his line.
You fucked up because you could have started off by saying, "Oh, I have a YouTube channel too."
He wouldn't. He wouldn't stop talking. That's what I'm saying. Like me asking, I'm like, are you looking for an attorney or are you already a client? Like what's? And then he just kept going and he was ranting. And then he said something about like bunt, but he's like, and I'm not talking about the baseball term. And I know Korean and this, that, the other. I know 7 languages. And then he goes, and you're smart enough to know that when I say bunt, I'm not talking about the baseball term. And he was calling me a cunt.
Whoa, I love bunt.
But he was
cakes,
saying
though.
bunt.
I'm a
Apparently,
big bunt cake fan.
Apparently, from what I took,
that
bunt
code?
in Korean is like cunt or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But he just kept going off. And then he said, and I'm recording this line and blah. And I go, okay, well, I don't agree with you recording this phone call. So I'm going to terminate the call. And I hang up on him.
Perfect.
And he calls back. And I'm like, yes. And my boss is in mediation on Zoom. And so he's like, he had a break. So he comes out and he's listening. And this guy is laying into me. And I'm just like, this is so good. He's calling me.
Is your line recorded as well?
No, unfortunately, and it should be. We should be. We're getting new phones. I'm going to ask to add that in there. But he was calling me. He called me bitch, cunt, N-word. That was that was like one thing he called me like 6 times. But those 3 things.
Ninja?
Yes, that word, Joe.
Nigeria.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. He said that I threatened to kill him. And I'm like, and he's like, and you're stupid enough to have said that on the recorded line. But I'm like, I think I said 3 words.
Go ahead and play it back.
Right.
Let's go to the videotape.
And then my boss chimes in. He's like, sir, how can we help you? How can we help you? So it went from a female's voice to a male voice. And then he started saying something like, you're dumb enough to, if you ever put that, cunt, bitch, N-word on the phone again, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. Like, I'm just sitting back laughing. It's so good. And
I just think it's awesome that he, from the first moment talking to you, he knew you were a bitch and a cunt.
I know.
Right? Exactly.
It took Drew a
Half
long
a
time to
second.
figure
Taking
that
me
shit
7
out.
years.
I know.
Did you ask him about his extended warranty?
I should have. But then he just kept going and going. And
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
right. And eventually my boss just hung up and I go, please call back. Please call back. And he didn't.
Oh.
The bacon
They're
hitter?
entertaining. Those are
Man,
the good calls.
that's why you're in such a good mood when you get home.
I know. See, that's the difference, though. I take so many. I'm used to taking so many phone calls. I can tell when someone is like crazy. This guy was clearly crazy, or when somebody's actually threatening. Like, and that's how But that's why I was like, this is entertaining because he's probably at home, like just googling numbers or something. I don't fucking know.
I'm happy.
Was he calling from jail?
Was he calling?
No.
Was he calling like on YouTube? Like he's gonna air the phone call?
If he
Maybe
does,
you're being pranked.
I don't know. It was great though.
I'll call her tomorrow.
Yeah, we should
So
do that.
good.
We should do that.
All about bunts.
Yeah.
About months.
So, Brad, I heard you guys hung out for quite a bit last night after I left.
No,
Sunday.
that's not true.
No, Sunday. Sorry. Yeah. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Sunday night we had a pretty awesome dinner at Ford's Garage. First time
Not sponsored by them
not
yet.
sponsored by anybody yet, but it was.
Damn
All right,
good
correct
turkey
me if I'm
burgers.
wrong. Okay, we had Josh from Grave Rot. We had the guys from Oblivion,
Kyle,
Keith
Nasty
and
Savage.
Scott. We had Siren there, Doug, Hal, and Ed,
Ronnie.
Ronnie, and Kyle from Nasty Savage. Pajama Joe,
Yeah, Death Metal Dave.
Death Metal Dave, Jason Stallworth,
You had Frank Metalhead or Metalhead, whatever.
Headbanger Frank.
Headbanger,
Frank
that's what it
Headbanger
is.
from Germany.
And his 2
Oliver,
comrades.
Well, Frank is FHM Records, who, Nasty Savage, Oblivion as well, right? They're on FHM now, or
And
Siren for sure.
Siren for sure. And Yeah. So, and spouses. So we had 27 people.
Yeah.
About, yeah.
On,
It went from 12 to 27.
Yeah. So they originally got there and like, yeah, we have a reservation for 12. I'm like, first off, I knew that number was going
Way
to
wrong.
grow, but they had 3 tables set up and I'm just like,
we were growers, not showers.
right.
Yes.
And sure as shit, man, like literally people started coming in and I'm like, add a table.
You had half the restaurant just lined up.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was pretty wild, man.
How much do you think that server made?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it was already added to the bill.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Was
but I
it?
mean, I tipped her an extra $5,
Oh,
but
did you?
yeah,
Was it really? Because I didn't notice that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, yeah.
Did you tip her extra?
Yeah,
What'd you put in?
I put. I mean, my bill was only $25 because it was just me, but I still put $6 on top of it.
Okay,
But I didn't realize the tip was already in it.
Yeah, 18%.
Oh,
I bet you she made every bit of $300,
Probably.
$400.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. That was
Did
a rough
anybody-
gig, though. I mean, God,
Yeah.
there was a lot of people.
A lot.
So.
Now Joe said after she cashed everybody out, y'all stayed for a while, or at
And
least
you were
they
ignored.
did,
Yeah.
and she didn't come back for drinks. That was a dumb move on her part.
Yeah.
Like they should have at least sent somebody over there to open a second tab,
I think I lasted.
unless
like,
they're closing and they're just trying to get people the fuck out.
I think I lasted about another half hour, right? I was,
at least an hour after he left.
was it an hour? Or,
I think it was like 9:30 by the time we left.
oh, okay.
I left around the same time you did.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. I was talking to Joe and Jason, and then I talked to that guy from the record label there.
Oh yeah, man, that's a good
Nice.
contact to make.
Yeah, I gave him a guitar pick.
Oh, did you? Cool. I gave him a sticker.
I said, "This is my calling card."
Nice.
Now I've met him a couple times. I met him at the show that me and Jason and Oblivion and Siren played at. I met him there.
Oh, he was busy cleaning his garage at the time.
That's true.
Oh, that's, yes.
That garage was a motherfucker.
You could have had a record deal by now.
So
Damn garage screwed me up.
the other guy there, Oliver, he's the one that put on Keep It True, the festival over there in Germany. So him and Frank are
Right.
like really,
Oh, all right.
really
Now,
close.
was that the other guy that looked like Ronnie?
Yeah.
Ronnie's twin.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
swear I was like, wait. I
Yeah.
thought they
They don't look that much. alike.
Everyone
They
did a
do.
double take.
they got
No.
the same hair.
Yeah, they do. dude.
They got-
Well, yeah, from a distance, everyone, when he walked in, anyone who was at the table, everyone thought that it was Ronnie. And I'm like, wait, that's not.
until
But
you hear him
is it-
speak
is
with
it
a
not-
German accent.
Exactly. It's the German accent.
He had the same hair, the same facial hair, the same body shape.
Glasses,
Yeah.
little readers.
Yeah.
I mean, different nose and obviously different person, but if you didn't know him well, I mean, I only met Ronnie once. So as soon as I saw the guy, I thought it was him until I turned and I saw Ronnie again.
I'm
I
being
almost,
double
I
Ronnie.
almost went up to that guy. What up, Ronnie? And I heard. Luckily, I heard him talking to
Yeah.
the other guy, and I'm like, all right.
If you
that's
look
all
at him, I mean,
So I wasn't the only one.
No,
It was literally
Jason
our.
said it. I think everybody-
It was
everybody else
our.
around
It was
the
our
table
half
said
of the
it.
table. Yeah.
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 okay,
Everybody
whatever.
thought that was wrong.
So there are 27 metalheads, and nobody called you a bitch or a cunt,
Nope.
and nobody got shot.
Nope.
True. Yep.
Wow.
We were tame.
Man, didn't live up to any
They
stereotypes.
were afraid
man.
of her. They were afraid of her because she was just reading all the contents of like what Drew can eat.
Right.
I
It's
know.
like, this has a lot of salt. You can't eat this.
Yeah.
And everybody's
Yeah.
just like,
They're like,
Do you want
I'm
another
not
beer?
messing
No,
with
he
her.
can't have another beer.
They're like, your bitch is cracking the
I
whip.
did, I did hear him say, he goes, well, Brad's having one. I just turned my head. I said, I'm not even going to get
Like
it.
Brad's had a heart attack. He's drinking like a
He had a
fucking
heart attack. He's on his second beer.
You want a zero sugar Jello?
In all seriousness, though,
I do actually.
in all seriousness, after you left and I was getting ready to leave, every one of them was saying, hey, keep an eye on Drew, make sure he's okay. So there's a lot of love for you there, man.
I
So,
appreciate it. Yeah. It's
Definitely.
cool.
Yeah, that was cool, man. It was like, hey, you're on Drew's show? Yeah, keep an eye on him. All right.
Well, Frank and Ronnie, they went for a ride, which I was
Yesterday.
originally invited to go on Monday. And yeah, I couldn't go. Obviously, I can't ride right now. And I'm like, man, that sucks. I really wanted to go on that ride. But yeah.
But that has nothing to do with your heart. That has to do with your wrist.
Well, but they
it's
went
from that.
We'll,
Kinda
we'll
connected,
jump
yeah.
ahead a little bit. They did a stent. They went through my wrist and up, and the doctor says I can't do anything with my hand for a week. She's pushing it to 2 weeks.
No masturbation.
No, well, I don't use that hand usually.
He's
That's the
ambidextrous.
ball. That's the ball
It's a
tickler, Jay.
stranger.
I gotcha.
So
I was
now,
going to say you can get some strange.
right, exactly.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean it's fine. It really is fine. I think the doctor's being overly careful.
By doctor,
whatever.
he means me.
The Dr. L over here. But yeah, I didn't
Dr.
obviously
C. She goes by Dr. C.
like when I'm
Yeah.
riding. I mean, there's literally no pressure on my wrist at all. I mean, people ride without their right hand. I mean, that's not a big deal. It's just most of it's your legs and bending, twisting, whatever. So anywho,
I remember my wrist being fucked up for a while too. You know,
Yeah, I
was
mean,
trying
but-
to play guitar. It was really bad.
well, that I haven't done that yet, and that's one thing I was kind of just having the weight on my shoulders and not supposed to lift, over what 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Yeah, he can't push, pull, or lift over.
I said
5
I can't
pounds.
lift over 5 pounds. It means I can't even go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's a wiener joke. That's a wiener joke.
I remember my arm.
Don't
got
lie, you
all,
pee sitting
like,
down.
black and blue up on my forearm.
What's wrong with that?
I did get a little.
Yeah.
I got a little bruising right there. Not too bad, but we're gonna talk heart attack in a little bit. I prefaced that before at the start of the show. We were going to talk about the heart attack.
Oh, wait,
I was
really?
I was waiting for you to get here to talk about that, but we'll discuss that situation
Can we talk about how I just got a new shot glass?
if you
A
want.
must not kill shot glass with a MySpace link on it.
MySpace. I didn't see that. Oh my gosh.
That's
I
hilarious.
saw it on the table and he tossed one over to me and I was like,
I can only
cool.
hope that
Must
the
not
Drinking
kill
with
shot
Drew
glass.
show
Show it-
has a
show it
With a
the-
MySpace.
must not.
Show it
With
I've
with
had
a
these for a little
MySpace
while.
logo on it.
Oh my gosh.
Show it in the camera, Joe.
Wait, yeah, Joe.
But you don't have to move. Look.
I have stickers with MySpace
Oh,
on it.
see,
Joe's like, I'm
Oh,
tethered.
boy. That's awesome.
no, too close. Back up.
Just a smidge. There we go. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And we only go by
MySpace.com.
MySpace.
MySpace.
It's probably why
That
my
is so good.
music career hasn't taken off.
Everybody's
True.
searching for you on MySpace.
I bet he has an
We have some in the
AOL.
kitchen.
You have an AOL email account too, don't you?
How do you know, man? Oh my god, you guys are psychic.
I have an AOL account.
So more local.
I have a Yahoo.
I still have dial-up.
Worst sound ever.
Windows 3.1.
I go old school, man.
Yeah.
Windows,
this new
Windows
tech.
So
95.
till your mom answers the phone.
So something else local. Did you guys hear about the Hooters waitress that got the DUI?
Yes.
No.
Okay, turn it on. Camera 8.
That was here in Tampa.
Yeah.
Sarasota.
Oh wow.
Oh, sorry.
See if I can get this moving here.
I like my new shot
that's her.
glass.
Yeah.
Take that home with me.
What happened to the Hooters girls? They used to be all blonde and hot and big titties. What happened?
Where is your sound?
Oh, it's muted.
Yes,
A little stumble
What's your first name? Sophia.
and an introduction.
We are going to investigate a DUI.
And this Sarasota police officer's DUI investigation is off to a pretty standard start, but not for long.
I am under the influence, but I did not drive. Swear to God,
But you were driving.
I was not.
22-year-old Sophia Ross, a Hooters waitress, didn't seem to recall driving her car. When the officer asks Ross to participate in a sobriety test, the interaction goes from strange
Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy.
to an
Gonna make out here.
I would do anything for you,
Hands off
Dad.
him. Sorry.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to.
The officer can be heard ignoring the advances and warning an unfazed Ross that his body camera is recording everything.
Everything that we
Don't be such a nerd, bro. I am a nerd. Show
Oh,
it to
this
the
is
body
great.
cam.
You
I
need
am
this
a
girl
nerd.
on
Now,
this
you
show
can't-
ASAP.
You can't see it, but she's flashing him.
Oh.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
She's raising her shirt. Yeah.
That's her job. She's a Hooters
She's the
girl.
next. She's the next Hawk 2 girl.
Oh, I
know that,
see. Yeah,
right?
okay.
This video
Well,
from
she's-
November
Oh, wait,
has
she's
now
showing her
gone
uniform.
She's got
viral.
a uniform
But neither
underneath.
Sarasota police nor Mothers Against Drunk Driving see anything funny about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
great. Now
there
we're
is
gonna shit
this
on her.
video.
She's the buzzkill. That's
right.
Can we get her on the show?
She's the nerd.
Does she need a lawyer?
Probably.
Meanwhile, she was a Hooters girl back in the
law
day.
she trusts.
Right.
He doesn't do criminal defense. Joe.
Okay, so who does?
Well, I got a few.
All right, let's get her a lawyer and let's get her on the show.
We'll try.
She needs to be. On
She's trust me. If I get her,
She won't
if I
charge
get
you
her an attorney-
$35,000 like Hawk Tua.
Right,
Right.
right. Well, if I get her
30,000?
attorney, Joe, the first thing they're going to do is say, "Don't talk about it."
Right. Right.
But yeah, so there's more video. Actually, TMZ had a longer video where they're talking about.
She made it to TMZ.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was
So
on TMZ.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So and he's like, well, I'm gonna have to handcuff you. She's like, please do, like all this stuff. Like, she goes off. It's
I heard
funny.
there was another one where she said, "I see us making out later."
Yeah.
Can we,
So-
how do we
Her
get
parents
on
are
TMZ?
so proud.
So proud.
Yeah. So
What does it take to get on TMZ these days?
Not a lot.
Not
All
much.
right, so
I was
That
gonna-
was
let's
if
do
that was her
something.
Jeep in the background, I'll buy it.
It was.
Right,
It was. Yeah.
exactly.
It might be impounded right now.
Well, that's what they said. So she said,
It'll
Wait,
go
wait
to-
for
it'll go
attorney
to
fees.
police auction.
Yeah, man.
she's like,
Drew,
I'm
hook that up, man. I'll let
intoxicated,
you-
but I wasn't
Okay.
driving. He's like, you don't remember me having to lean into your car and put your car into park? And she's at like a stop sign too. So she probably like fell asleep at a stop sign and a cop got her. So she was saying, I wasn't driving. I am intoxicated, but I wasn't driving.
Right.
It was the other girl that looked just like
I was
me.
gonna booter bang that, but I figured everybody saw it. And
No,
what-
I have not.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I would have had to delete
I mean,
the
I
fact
feel
that she's a
like-
Hooters waitress.
Right. But you know, the talent there has kind of gone down. So
It
they're
has.
not
It's
all
gone
lookers
downhill.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for you, Daddy.
It's great.
She rules, man.
When Brad
That's
says
hilarious.
it gets Joe excited.
I know he got all smiley over there. It's kind of creepy.
Is he
Oh.
calling me daddy?
We have
Simon, attack!
we have Kyle Sokol in the chat. What's up, Kyle?
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for
Ah!
I'm not paying attention to the
Laura
chat
is
for
slacking
shit. I
off
am.
so bad. My
Oh,
buddy John
because I have so
Singer
much
is in the
else to
chat.
do. Yeah.
So we have a lot of people. Jason Stallworth is in the chat.
Is that
What
is
up,
that Kyle,
Jason?
Kyle from
The
Sunday
one that
night?
was-
Sunday night.
Yeah, he's sitting right next to you.
Jason,
Nice
I'm
guy.
representing you, buddy.
Nice
Look
guy.
Look
Thought
at
you'd be here, brother.
I got
what
it.
happened?
There you go.
Masterpiece.
There you go. But yeah, it was a good
One
time.
thing that
Sunday.
Jason Stallworth said in the comments, metal concerts equal safest concerts, unless you're a pair of sunglasses that are on Drew's head.
That's very true.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to clarify that. Yeah. Anything else though, you're safe.
Allegedly.
I still haven't bought you replacement lenses.
I know. I was actually thinking about that this morning when I'm like, man, I really would like to take my smashed sunglasses out, but I don't have lenses on them yet. It's perfect
I'll
weather
do
for
it.
them. It's all good. All right. So are we going to try this winter lager?
Nope.
No, you know, I mean, we don't have to. I mean,
I'm not.
everybody's like, you know,
Is it in here?
yeah, it's in the fridge. Yep.
I see you
brought
still
them.
had that nasty freaking
Cow
gin
shit.
beer. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
I did.
that-
I haven't been able to, I haven't been able to
You
bring it
gotta
back
mail
yet.
that to the
I should.
company, man.
I should.
We should just write a strongly worded letter.
What do you mean a letter? Like our show reaches a huge audience.
Yeah. Hey, we're at lucky number 13 in the viewers and chat.
you.
So let's do it, guys.
So yeah,
That was the worst beer ever.
Kyle was
Oh, that was so bad.
taking photos last night, so he posted up some good
Sunday.
photos. Everybody, I just keep on saying last night,
know.
damn it. Yeah,
I just want to say the look that Laura just gave you with that beer in your hand. It's like
Dead
what's
rays.
what's the carbs? Read me the health label on that.
Don't
They
they
even
don't
have
tell
them
you
in
on
if
the
you've
cans.
recently had a heart attack, do not drink this
Right.
beer.
They don't have
I was about to
that
do the
on
same
here.
thing.
They don't.
They don't have it on here. It
Okay.
For
may
those
be
with a
in
heart
law.
condition,
It says if Brad drinks it, you can drink it. That's what it says.
Brad's
all
the
right.
epitome of health.
All right, do what Brad does after a heart attack.
It may cause health problems.
Yeah, it
Yes,
might.
may cause health problems.
It may. All right.
It might.
Now,
It just could.
Have you had this beer, Brad?
No, no, I haven't.
So it's new to you.
And it's
Seasonal?
festive and smooth.
It's seasonal. Now, I think they do it every year, so I don't think it's crazy new, but we'll see. All right, give it a shot, Brad.
Here I go, people.
Samuel Adams Winter Lager.
I don't taste anything.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
No, still don't.
No? Is it Yinglingy?
Is it not taste? You don't taste anything?
Are you having
I
a
really
stroke?
don't.
It's like water.
Did you get water?
I smell almonds. Wait,
You're in the control group. With
break out the paddles. You know how to do it now, Drew, don't you?
he's got the placebo in the control group.
Right.
Yeah, I really, I don't know. It's fine. It's
Is it like Budweiser like?
yeah. So I don't. You guys, you tell me. I don't know. I really don't taste anything.
Okay.
I don't
Give
like it. It's okay.
Go on, Jay.
Give it a shot, Jay.
Not festive and smooth.
No?
No. Is it wintry? Does it taste like?
Does it taste
I
like-
don't love it. It's kind of, not as crazy as like a Scotch ale, but it's got like a, you know what I mean.
Tingy taste?
Like when you have that, like a English beer with in some type of a
cabin.
So you're
No,
both.
With a
where
naked woman?
you've had it like
Can't we settle this over
in
a
in a
pint?
cask, you know, like a cask ale or something.
Oh.
So neither you both are
Probably
lost for
isn't,
words,
but-
but in a bad way.
Yeah, probably isn't. I don't love it though.
dislike it.
I mean, it says cinnamon, ginger, orange peel.
That's probably
Maybe
why.
the black and tan screwed it up.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Where does it say all that? On the side here?
Under where it
On
says
a
winter
can.
lager.
All right, give it a shot, Joe. Pajama Joe.
Yep, it's just like a regular like original Budweiser, but a little tardier.
Like a John Tardy? Donald Tardy?
Like a Brad Tardy. Tardy to the party.
Let me read this.
Like an obituary term.
Lager
Obituary tardy?
brewed with clementine-infused orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger.
Not
It
bad.
tastes
It's
nice.
just
Those-
kind of
those things sound-
I like all
mellow.
that stuff, but I don't like it in a
Sounds
beer,
like it's good
apparently.
for you, like after you had a heart attack. You should
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
nice. Have it as fruit.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
got
having my
orange,
fruit.
orange peel and ginger.
No.
All right, I'm going to give it a
If
shot.
one artery is clogged, pound beer.
If you have a stent in one
not,
arm.
It's not bad. It's just kind of mellow.
Yeah.
It's just plain. Yeah.
I like all those
Bland.
things. I just don't think I like. I don't know. Maybe it's
I
the
don't taste.
ginger.
I don't taste orange peel or. I definitely don't taste ginger because I hate ginger.
It tastes like.
I
It's
think
got.
you had too many IPAs lately that
But-
all of our taste buds are.
But no, that's what I was going to say, Joe.
We're expecting too much.
That's what I was going to say, Joe. It actually has kind of an IPA feel to it,
but it's a little mellower.
but sweeter.
Yeah.
Like it's sweeter, but not. I mean, it's not bad. I would drink it if I, wasn't half dead.
I don't know. Cinnamon, and ginger. It doesn't work for me.
We're
I
at
don't
a
even
loss for
mind the
words,
orange
people.
peel, right? We had orange peels in our beer plenty of times, but
What's the
not tossing cinnamon.
what's the alcohol percentage on it? Somebody yell it.
19. No.
I don't see it.
Me either.
Hold on. Let's roll around here. Oh, 5.6.
Yep.
22 IBUs. That's pretty low on the bitterness scale, right?
Yep.
Do better next year, Sam.
Well, it came in like a 4-pack or something. So there's other options in the refrigerator. That's just one that he grabbed.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. He picked the wrong one.
No, but there's several out there. You're right in the hopper. All right, I'm going to show something real quick.
There's one in the chat says Drew can drink beer from the Must Not Kill shot glasses.
Yep.
Should we do
That's Lisa.
Should we do a must not kill power hour?
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. Sorry I didn't see you. I passed right by.
All right, so I'm going to show camera 8. This is the new
Camera 1, camera 2.
promo
camera
for
1, camera
the
2.
Nasty Savage. It's the Jeopardy Room making of. All right, so this is the trailer of a video that I'm working on for Nasty Savage, the behind the scenes of the making of Jeopardy Room.
Behind the scenes of the making of.
I want to record there so bad. Not Canelo.
Epic, man. This is going to be epic.
And Nasty Savage was a big part of the beginning.
There's no other bands in the world that sound like Nasty Savage.
Being a part of this with you guys now, it's like a resurgence for you.
I saw you guys at the Sunset Club and was completely floored.
It was very cool and felt right at home, like we never left.
Oh, it's really heavy. It's a thrash feeling. It's like old school. pay a little respect to the old school.
I had no clue what I was getting into, really.
Listen to it, take it in.
That's some good riffs.
Yeah, man.
That is my favorite song on the album.
That's some really good.
Brainwasher.
So hopefully you guys like it. It's going to come out. I'm still working on it. So there you have it. It's officially posted. I made a little change. So if those who I sent the first version out to a few people, and I sent it to Ronnie. He wanted some edits on it. So I edited it and re-released it. If you guys noticed the edits, cool.
Make sure you spell check and everything.
Well, that was big time, Joe. You know, I hate spell checking.
Staller says, great teaser.
Great teaser.
And Brad
Weezer.
from all the way over there on the other side of the room.
On the other
says,
side?
Hell yeah.
It's me. I'm chatting too. I want to be included in all aspects of the show. Next, I'll be lying next to the dog.
I don't even know. I don't even know where to go to do that.
But yeah, it was cool. Good stuff. Now I did not record. I did not record any of that video. All that video was shot by Ronnie at More Sound. So he just sent it to me, and I'm editing it. So I cannot take credit for the video. He just sent it to me. So yeah,
he gave you the grunt.
He gave me the grunt work.
Bitch work.
I like editing. I actually can get into it and just tune out and put shit.
It takes a lot of focus, man.
Forever.
The videos from the little memory card you almost lost.
Huh?
Is that the one you
yeah. No. Well, yeah, Dave Orman. Yeah, I gave him the memory card and almost caused a little problem. But hey, we got it worked out. So Mike,
you don't want to tell that story? It's interesting.
Mike said no more OnlyFans, Drew. I am still doing OnlyFans. If anybody's interested, let me know. I am down to do an OnlyFans shoot. Even with my
he means he's behind the scenes, not saying he's going to be wagging his dingling. I mean, maybe he will. I don't know.
I'm doing the video or photo, whatever we decide to do. But
Laura, do you think he should?
I mean, everyone. There's something for everyone. So he'll tickle someone's fancy.
You're the everyone.
I'm everyone.
Yeah.
I'll be the one subscriber.
I've been trying to get Laura to do it forever. You know.
I thought we were getting her on Feet Finder.
We're trying, Joe. It's a process.
I'll do feet if you buy my pedicures. Let's do it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's like $35, right?
We can make a bunch of money off it. I told you, some fucking creeper bought my ex-fiance's fucking foot pictures. Her parents sold them at a garage sale. Whoa.
Oh my
Are you serious?
They bought all of them.
I hung them in
Are you
my...
serious?
Yeah, this guy came and I think her father sold them like all for $5
Now,
or something.
hold on. We got to look in. They were selling your ex-fiance's photos
in
at
college,
a garage sale.
So in college, I was a photographer, right?
You
so
took the pictures of
right?
the feet.
Feet.
Of her feet. So I had to
Did you
print
have a
these.
fetish?
So, and I had given them to her, and she must have had them like in her bedroom or something.
Like
so when
framed?
her parents sold the house a couple of years ago, they just moved to Florida. When they sold the house, they had a garage sale, and this guy came and actually bought all of them. Her father was like coming up telling me how proud. I was like, that's fucking weird, bro. Like,
Were they framed?
I was like, I hope he wants the frames.
I think it's
they were
more-
like shitty ass.
I think
like
it's
Michael's
more weird
frames,
that they
but
put them in the garage sale to be purchased.
he sold anything and everything. He didn't care.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Even her diary too.
Even the stuff that was actually worth money, he didn't get money for at all. Like, he was like, oh yeah, it's Cabbage Patch doll. It's they sold it for like $2. It was like an original Cabbage Patch doll.
my
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah,
That's
you could have made all the money for that. You didn't have to sell the fucking feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little heart attack talk. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but I do want to talk about it. So Brad, you had, are you okay with talking about it on the podcast? Because I haven't officially cleared your.
Did you sign the HIPAA?
I haven't had you sign a HIPAA yet. So,
and what are we talking about?
I'm going to talk about my heart attack. That happened.
Whether your wiener still works after a
heart attack. Yeah. Well,
so with that being said,
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. So I had a heart attack New Year's Eve at 11 a.m.
A week ago today.
Technically, it started the night prior to, and I had some chest pains combined with a headache. And
not laughing at you, but Laura,
sure,
like knowing every time.
No,
I have to know the details. And the thing that pisses me off is that he only told me about the headache Monday night. And then it wasn't until Monday or Tuesday morning when I'm getting ready for work that he says, "Oh, I have chest like pressure on my chest." So I was thinking like a sinus thing going on. And then he tells me, or he tells the doctor when we're in the ER, that he had like a pain that went down his left arm too. And I'm like,
no, that's not what I said. I said I had a little pain under my muscle, not a throbbing, I just said a little pain, not a big deal. I was
throbbing member.
It wasn't throbbing. It was just a little pain, not a sharp pain, a dull pain. All my pains were dull. I had no sharp pains. And the chest pains were more like, felt like somebody was sitting on my chest kind of, but I could breathe fine. No issues breathing. I just had a headache, chest pain. It was there for like 20, 30 minutes, and then both would leave immediately. It's not like they were back and forth. It was just there and then gone, there and gone. So I'm working Tuesday morning. I have work to do. I'm driving around, doing my job, whatever, and still having the same issue. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go to Publix and check my blood pressure. I did that. It was 153 over 100, which to me was high. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the ER. So I actually came home first, and as soon as I pulled in the driveway, I'm like, you know what? If I go in, I'm not going to go to the ER. So I'm not even going to go inside. I turned around and I went to the ER.
Smart.
I go to the ER. They do an EKG. The EKG is basically like, I guess shows nothing because they pulled blood, did an EKG, sent me back out in the waiting room. She showed up. We were probably there for like another half an hour, 45 minutes.
We were out in the when I was there, we were there for an hour.
Yeah. So
and it took me a half hour to get to you.
Finally, they call me back into a room. They have me sit down, lay down on the bed. An official nurse doctor actually comes out, and she's like, okay, tell me what's happening. I tell her what's happening. She orders another EKG.
Says we're admitting you.
That EKG, she's like, that EKG saying that you're having a heart attack. So we're calling the cardio team. The cardio team was off because it was a holiday, New Year's Eve. So the cardio team was called in. They were there within 30 minutes. And immediately they started prepping me, shaving my fucking balls and
they didn't shave your balls.
They shaved me down. They gave
you a strip.
Started putting all the shit on me and preparing me for surgery. She goes,
they wouldn't leave him alone.
And this was what was scary. She said, okay, we're going to prep you for surgery a lot. She goes, you're having a heart attack. A lot of things are going to happen really fast in a short period of time. And I'm like, oh my God.
I say that to all my girlfriends.
This doctor though, she was hot. Like literally I told Laura, I was like, probably the best looking doctor I've ever had in my life. It's like she could be an ER.
I agree.
She could have been like a doctor in ER, like the show.
Oh, you know what? I'm getting chest pain.
Yeah.
Right now.
Like,
I think I should go, right? Guys.
But
I know where to go.
Of course, when the cardiologist.
Can we get her on the show?
Yeah.
Can we get one of them on the show?
I wish. So
the thing is, he doesn't remember her name because she was the ER doc, but not like the hospital doc.
It was a very weird name, though.
You walk in and say, hey, who's the hot doctor?
Right.
It's true.
So
just walk in and walk around.
The cardio team shows up and the doctor comes out and he's kind of talking to me about this, that, and the other. He's like, okay, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance of this going wrong. He's like, if it goes wrong, you can lose a limb. What was death, stroke. Like he starts naming off all these fucking possibilities.
All like the terrible things.
And he's like, do you wish to proceed with the surgery? And I'm like, sure. I mean,
what other choice do you have?
Do I have to, and so we're doing all this. They rushed me, but since I had a headache, they wanted to do a CT scan on my brain, which I'm glad they did because I've always wanted a CT scan on my brain just to see
make sure there's something
else going on. I could have had a brain tumor or something I didn't know about.
A seizure or a stroke or something.
Yeah.
So they sent me through to do the CT scan, and then after that, they sent me straight in to get the surgery done, which was cool. Now, Brad, you said you watched yours on camera too, right?
Yeah.
So they let you, you're awake. All right. So they give you like he said it's going to feel like I drank a 6-pack. And I'm like, honestly, that's not a lot, but
that's why we're here.
Make it feel like I drank a case.
Right. Make me feel like I just did a Drinking with Drew show episode. So no, but he gave me something on what it was, but I was laying on the table, like 30 fucking degrees in that room. And you're basically naked, cold as fuck in there. And he's like,
excuses.
We're like, yeah, we're going to give you something that's going to make you feel relaxed. You're not going to feel anything. I'm like, okay. But as all this is going on, I can still feel everything. Like I'm testing my fucking fingers and testing shit. And I'm like, I can still feel that. I can still feel that. When am I not going to feel anything? And so I asked him, like, because I have these oxygen tubes. I don't know if they're going to feed this to me like through my nostrils or what. And so I asked one of the doctors. He wasn't the main doctor, but he was there. And I'm like, when am I going to get that stuff to make me relax? And he holds up these 2 needles. He's like, right now.
Oh my God.
I look at those fucking needles, bro. They're this big. I'm like, oh my God, what?
It's go time.
Oh,
But
man.
what I
It was
realized,
like Gonzo.
yeah. So I'm like, holy shit.
What did they give you? Do you know?
I think it was fentanyl. I think.
Oh, really?
I think it was just a very mild fentanyl because he said it out loud, like
Was
to
it
record it.
propofol?
I don't know, but it was, and he said the milligrams. And it was very quick, wasn't a big deal, and it did relax me. But
Propofol will knock you out. It looks like milk.
That's what Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
said.
I don't know,
It
but-
looks like milk. It's white.
Yeah.
it was definitely something that relaxed me and got me through it. Didn't put me out. And the surgery was about an hour? I don't even remember. Was it an hour?
I don't know how long it was. I wasn't watching the clock, but I was just like, sitting and waiting.
For once, she wasn't.
Right. Yeah.
I think the prep for that takes longer than the actual procedure. It's like they go through all that shit. And then
I guess.
the procedure with me, it just seemed like it was pretty quick. So.
It was fast, but they were also doing like exploratory stuff. Like they were like looking around because they told me afterwards. So my RCA was 100% blocked. My LAD is 50% blocked. And they found that my LAD, the Widowmaker, yeah. They found that my artery on my LAD has some extra shoots coming off of it that makes any type of future stents in that impossible. So they can't do a future stent.
That's a bypass.
I'd have to do a bypass, yeah.
And that's half blocked.
Yeah.
Mine was 100% blocked.
Right.
My
So
Widowmaker.
Your Widowmaker, right? Yeah.
But it can't
That's
be a
why they
widowmaker unless you get married, though, right?
It's true. It's your girlfriend maker.
Girlfriend maker.
Guess what?
You'll be single again.
Right.
You'll be single again.
So, yeah, and it was, I was in the hospital, 3 days?
You'll go through the same pain without the paperwork.
Yeah, it was like, one full day and then 2 half days.
Ugh, almost time to take my meds.
Uh-oh.
You guys
Everybody
are
want to see it
y'all
happen?
going to see that live on, I'm not going to do the blood pressure. I know for a fact my blood pressure is not low right
We're
now.
doing your blood pressure. I
No,
don't care
I
what you
know for a
say. We're
fact it's
writing
not
it
low.
in the
Dr.
book.
C is going to make sure this happens.
Dr.
gave you a cuff?
BC and anything that'll
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor gonna kick
You
your
got it
ass.
hooked to your phone?
No, it's in the kitchen. But
I
it is,
have like a whole chart with mine. When I go to my doctor, I just put my phone
oh, you
down.
do?
Yeah,
Like an
yeah.
app?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, my cuff is a Bluetooth thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Fancy.
see?
Oh, I got
The
like
kids
that.
these days.
They knew I was a rock star, so they were like, give him the good shit.
Which one in your security team carries it with you?
His name's Biff. He used to be Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I was gonna say-
He needed a job.
So yeah, I was
I
there
hate
3 days.
manure.
I think it was 3 days. And now,
yeah.
yeah. So
Because
now,
you went in on a Tuesday and you came out on a Thursday. So it was 2 nights, yeah.
yeah. So now she won't let me eat anything. She won't let me drink anything. She won't let me do anything that I want to do.
And you want to know the worst part about this is? I have been sticking to the same rules that I have for him.
You had French fries the other day.
I did, but again, I didn't have the heart attack. I had French fries
No, but
one time
it's
in the
more
week.
about before this. And so, like when you really think about it, it's kind of Laura's fault.
Yeah.
If you had
She
found,
stressed me out for
if you
7
had
years.
found, if you
No.
had found a woman who cooked you nice, healthy meals every day, this
good.
probably wouldn't have happened.
He wouldn't have been in a relationship with her. No,
I'm glad I'm far enough away from you to dodge the projectiles.
right. No, but he's like, I've already lost 10 pounds. I'm like, well, fuck you, because I think I gained 2. It's like I'm literally sticking to the same fucking diet, and the scale's just like, that's what it's like to be a woman on a diet. I'm just saying.
Maybe. I mean, we're doing a walk. We walked a mile each
Yeah.
night. So
Nice.
trying to get a little exercise. I mean, and I used to run. I used to cycle. I used to swim. Like I've never been a lazy person. Like ever since I was 15, I've worked out. I've been exercising. When I was 32, I injured myself a little bit and I slacked off, but I was still doing what I had to do. I was on co-ed sports leagues and all this shit. So I've never been lazy per se. And I've never, in my opinion, I've never been a terrible eater. Like I was even the type that would only eat 1 meal a day. Like I would drink a small shake in the morning and then not eat anything throughout the day and then eat a good dinner. So my diet is, I've never been the type to eat snacks. I'm not a sweet. I don't have a sweet tooth. Don't eat candy bars, chips, none of that shit.
Don't have a sweet. I need ice cream.
That's because I'm not drinking beer, and that's always happens. Like once a month, usually what I do is just stop drinking. Period. And every time I stop drinking, I crave sweets, and that's when I crave. I'm like, I want ice cream. And as soon as she's put me on one Mick Light, one Mick Ultra per night for dinner. I've had one Mick Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a wrap, folks. Eating ice cream with Drew.
Yes. Tonight is the first night. Tonight's been my cheat night. I've had 2.5. Well, no, I'm not even finished with this one. So I've had 1.5 beers tonight. So I've been craving ice cream because I haven't been drinking. So there. Brad, do you experience that? Well, you still drink, but I'm just saying, like when were you a
don't let the wife see.
Were you when before your heart attack, were you like were you a sweet eater? Like what was your diet?
It was horrible. I mean, I just ate a lot of junk food. That was my downfall. I mean, I literally
life on the road.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it was McDonald's, it was Burger King, it was Wendy's, Chick-fil-A. I mean, I ate that shit all week.
What'd you cook for dinner tonight?
Me, I had some broccoli, with potatoes, and it was a pork fillet thing.
Nice.
So made that. But I'll tell you what, you live on that shit, and before you do it, you're pushing 300 pounds, and you're like, it's like, what the hell? I didn't even realize it. And I had my family telling me too, and I wasn't listening because I was so acute to that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And, Joe said it was like I was on the road all the time. So that's what I ate. And to me, it was like, in my mind, I was like, well, if I change them up, I'm not eating bad. So I'll have McDonald's today. Tomorrow I'll have Chick-fil-A. And I don't know what the hell I was thinking, literally. And yeah, I'm a sweet guy too. It's like, I love candies and all that shit. What was weird is when I was younger, I never ate any of that shit. Never drank sodas and all that. And that was the other thing too. My son pointed out, I was like, Dad, man, you used to have like 2 sodas every meal, man. You'd be like, hey, Coke, give me another one. And pounding all that shit down. And now, I mean, this is my only vice really, because I drink water other than this. I drink water, I have a little cranberry juice. That's about it.
It's good for your
cranberry juice is good for the heart.
Mm-hmm.
So is lemon.
It's good for your vagina.
Actually,
too.
you mix the two.
For you,
put a little lemon, like a little lemonade with cranberry juice, and because I had kidney stones as well, and it'll flush your system right out.
Keller sent on the comments. He said, "Little splinter."
Spinner attack.
For this,
I
think Will said
little stinter.
Yeah, Will said stinting with Drew.
Yeah, stinting with Drew.
Thought that was hilarious. But yeah, so it's a lifestyle change, after you have that stuff, literally I look at all that stuff, like I see those signs for all that shit and I see skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
And that's the way I have to look at it, because it's weird because my wife's like, oh, have some steaks and stuff. And I'm like, that's like a gateway drug for me. It's like, if I start with this,
that's the problem.
Another thing with him too, and it's bled into my eating habits, is portion control. We're so used to eating out somewhere, and whenever you go to a restaurant, they don't give you a normal portion size.
Oh, no,
they
it's
give
massive.
you 2, 3, 4 times what you actually should be eating.
Yeah.
Same thing when you buy something at the grocery store. You're like, oh, I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal. Well, you fill a bowl up, but really it's a cup of what they're telling you the serving size is. So he was eating, if he had been eating an 8-ounce lean steak 3 times a week, he probably wouldn't be in the situation, or as fast. But he was eating big, huge 20-ounce ribeye steaks 3 nights a week. Then he was having wings.
That's
then he
the
was
outlaw.
having, right. And then he was having,
outlaw.
burgers on top of that. Like, everything he ate was bad because we would go out and eat, and nothing you eat at a restaurant is good.
You guys are making me hungry. Let's go to Longhorn.
I want that 20-ounce outlaw ribeye,
right
baked
now.
sweet potato.
Yep.
But protein is also good for you. People who have told me, like, look,
Right, protein is good, but you were eating like the the worst kind of protein. You have to
you
like
should take it.
throw
It's
some
good for your
chicken.
skin.
But, I mean, steak is good for you. Just, you got to eat the right kind and maybe.
The right size, the right amount.
But I've been eating steak since I was a kid. Like my mom used to make steak and I remember my dad eating steak. My dad died of a heart attack when he was 41. So
Oh, let's finish. That's literally, you just explained.
But he was smoking 3 packs a day. He was a truck driver. He was taking speed. Like our diet was a little different, It's
Yeah,
like,
and 10 years later, you're in the same boat. So that just, the drugs sped his up.
What's wrong with speed?
I know, right?
It speeds things up.
It speeds things up. Hello.
Couple black beauties are ready to roll.
I mean, you got to think about it. He was a truck driver. He died in 81. So driving a truck in the 70s and 60s, I guess, that was the real speed back then,
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't just called coffee pills. Yeah. So
Now it's just meth.
They're just trying to stay awake, keep on the road.
yeah, exactly. Whoa. You know what it's time for?
Buddha Bang!
Drew's news.
True news.
Fuck Drew's news. I want Buddha Banks.
True news. True news. True news. True news. All right. We do have Drew news. We do have one Booter Bang.
Yes.
Let's go throw some Drew
Bang.
news out first. Got a lot of them pamphlet, Joe.
Booter
A lot of them
shake.
pamphlet.
Bang.
Yep.
Bang.
I mean, we can put a Booter Bang into Drew news, but let's do 3 articles
Okay.
and then we'll do a Booter Bang. Okay.
I guess.
Now, I don't have my glasses on.
That's your fault. What do you need me to read?
Hang on. All right. So, did anybody get divorced yesterday? Yesterday was National Divorce Day. Did anybody know that?
Yeah, I'd be
So
married to be
married.
divorced.
So yesterday was National Divorce
Can't
Day.
get this
Apparently,
off.
Do we get a free pass and it doesn't cost us anything and you don't have to give her any money?
No.
don't know
wait,
about that.
I'll wait till next year.
Okay.
But you're on the right camera, though. In law, we trust.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I hired.
So yeah, yesterday was National Divorce Day. So it's apparently the day that everybody, statistically, attorneys are more busier with calls for
I
divorce.
feel it.
Is it because people spend time with the family over holidays and like they see their true colors?
I think they
I think it's
regret
'cause
what
they
they
Like,
spent.
fuck no.
No, I think it's because they
Brutal.
get through the holidays for the kids and then they're like, okay, let's do this. Like they knew what was going to happen, but they're just like, we'll just stick it out for the kids for the holidays.
Smile while your parents are
They get the
around as
credit
soon as
card
they
statements and they're like, "Oh my God, look what I spent
He has a mistress.
For
'Cause
this
I didn't get that
bitch on-
gift.
Christmas." Yeah. Joe, do you know what is officially no longer available in Florida as of January 1st?
Condoms.
Meth.
Hold on.
Joe knows.
Let me think about this. Because there was a couple of things that I heard are Florida news.
I'm surprised you didn't like run out of the house
It didn't
panicking.
jump out of his.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pornhub, as of January 1st, is no longer available
I never really
in
used
Florida.
Liar. Fucking liar.
Pornhub. I never really did.
Now, have you been to a porn site since January 1st?
Yes.
Did you have to upload your ID?
No.
What porn site was it?
XNXX?
They don't require it?
Mm,
You
not that I
sure?
know of.
You sure? Was it already on file?
Not that I know of. Why would I upload my ID?
That's the new law in Florida. In order for you, and that's why Pornhub is no longer available because they did not subscribe to that law and they said, "Fuck it, we're not agreeing, so we're not going to provide."
Now, have you tried it, or
I
you're
have
just
not.
going based on the news?
I have not tried it, but everybody that I've talked to in the porn industry says that's true
Hold on. You talk to a lot of people in the porn industry?
all the time.
Hold on. Is this Joe really looking at porn while he's on the podcast?
I just gotta validate what you guys are talking about. I mean, we gotta make sure, if it's true or not.
When Joe just starts slowly disappearing from the screen.
Oh, Jasmine goes to the logging camp. I
He's,
want to
still,
see that.
he's still smiling, so he must have access.
He's still on there. Oh, I see some motions, y'all.
They didn't revoke me.
The doctor didn't limit his right hand.
Ooh, butt mistresses from Vaselina.
Joe's still looking, y'all.
So it didn't ask you anything.
No.
It's just letting you go straight in.
Sort of.
That's what she said.
Booyah.
Y'all missed it. I was totally about to.
Hold on. So
spit my drink out. That's what she
Pornhub does
said.
have a dear user, as you may know, your elected officials in Florida are requiring us to verify your age before allowing you access, while safety and compliance, given IDs. Please contact your representative before it's too late and demand device-based verification solutions to make the internet safer and respecting your privacy. And you can do a sign-in if you're a content provider or a model. But I guess that's it.
You're not a model.
You must have verified your identity.
No, there's no. You can't do anything.
No, I'm talking about with the other one, NXXX.
No, the other one doesn't have that.
So I think maybe they know just by your browser that you're verified. You're
No,
regular.
I'm not verified.
You're regular.
And I am
Yes, he
and I'm on
is.
incognito mode.
Yep.
They're like, he pays.
He's incognito.
He
That's
gets
why.
the norm cheer, you know. It's like, hey, Joe, we got your seat right here.
Simon.
No, there's no way I would have known about
Simon, get down. Okay, so yeah, as of July or January 1st, you cannot allegedly you can't surf porn without uploading an ID. That's what they're saying.
other internet restrictions that they're doing is regarding social media and young kids. So you can't be 13 or younger and have any kind of social media.
Perfect.
And if you are under the age of 16, you have to have parent verification. So between like 14 and 16, you have to have
Really?
parent verification to have a social media account. And they got the social media like Facebook to delete any profiles of like 13 and younger kids.
Perfect.
I said that's great. I
Yeah.
think that they should be
No, I
18
agree.
and younger. Yeah. I mean, so that's, they just kind of tacked them all on.
They should do it with some
I
of the
agree with that,
games too.
too.
They're all
I think it
gaming
should be
too
18.
much.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Take away all their fun, ice.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, how long?
Those damn kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
Fuck them all.
Joe, how long could you masturbate straight without stopping?
He's like, how long is this internet still working?
Oh, this
So,
is leading into
Pull
the
up,
record breaker.
Yeah, so man set masturbation world record
It's
with,
probably his face when he's owing, too.
9
with
hours.
an unbelievable time of 9 hours and 58
What a
minutes.
loser.
Wouldn't
He
you,
couldn't
like,
make it to
slough
10
your skin
hours.
off?
Couldn't go 2 more
Right,
minutes.
Like, what was he doing? He couldn't make the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, his skin probably peeled off. Like, if you just sat there and rubbed your skin
I don't
for
believe
9
it.
hours and 58
Thanks for the
minutes.
demo, Laura. Good, do it again.
I don't believe it.
Saying.
I mean, that guy was Oriental and his eyes were open. So, I mean,
Oh,
That's
I didn't know we
He
were
wasn't
still
getting
calling them
vigorous.
Orientals. Cool. Yeah.
no one's safe. 9 how
I
what the
just
fuck?
heard-
He had
Hours
it,
and
like,
58
he calls
minutes.
Guinness on that and just hit the stopwatch and it just went at
I
it.
guess.
I guess
mean, he's got to
so.
have witnesses.
I mean, you got to stop the pee in between, right?
Christ, they're watching.
Got to do something. I mean, if it's law,
You know what? Call the Guinness guy up. Let's bring him in.
is there
Joe's
anything-
going to beat the record.
Is it really in Guinness
Why
or
me?
is it some like random
Of
website?
all people in this room, why me?
It's you,
Joe,
Pajama
you would have
Joe.
to do
It's
it.
He's
you.
the only one that's not married.
You be the one
He
doing it.
has wrist
That's-
problems.
That means he doesn't need it. It's the married one
He
that
has
need
health
it.
problems. He's got wrist problems.
It's
I got
true.
diabetes.
That's
I can't go for
that
10
has nothing
hours.
to do with that. Has nothing to do with masturbation.
My blood sugar will go low.
Can
I
you
can't
go?
go 10
You'll
hours.
shoot your blood
water.
sugar out.
He's got the
diabetes.
Got the sugars.
Laura's gonna go get my meds and a water for me so I can take my meds.
And your
That's
blood
nice.
pressure.
I'm not doing my blood pressure.
You are. I'll
Oh,
do it for
Nurse
you.
Ratchet.
I prefer Nurse Bitchet.
So, Joe, you don't think you can do 9 hours
on the
No.
baseball game?
even with good material?
No.
What if it was live?
If
Like,
you go in 9 hours, you're doing something wrong.
what if it was live? Like he
If
had.
you go in 9 minutes, you're doing something wrong.
But listen to me, hear me out. What if you had, like, it was live, like you had models in your room
Like
doing
fluffers?
things to you to make it work?
Then it's not masturbating. It's
It is, man. If they're not touching you, I'm talking about they're just visual art. They're just visual props.
okay.
But they're
so
live.
They're fluffers.
Yeah, maybe they're doing things to each other to make you really interested.
Well, fluffers.
And you're
brilliant,
supposed to
don't they?
last 9 hours watching that.
If they,
I think they.
How did he do it?
Sometimes.
How did he last 9 hours? I mean, he had
You
to-
brought up the article, pal.
I'm just,
I mean,
I'm
he
throwing
probably
out.
didn't even read
hey,
it.
We're men. We've all been there. Okay. After a while, you have zero interest, and it's usually about 30 seconds. So, what would the the interest of 9 hours and 58 minutes be? It had to be something extra special that made him interested for almost 10 hours.
He could watch the first 3 original Pirates of the Caribbean straight through. I mean, those are 3 hours apiece.
And we're not changing cameras right now because Laura's gone to get my notes. And I can't reach the camera switcher.
Wow.
And
you said you weren't lazy.
I mean, that's 9 hours of Johnny Depp.
So you're saying you can masturbate to Johnny Depp?
No, I'm just saying he could have watched 9 hours of the movies. He could have probably watched all 3 of the Star Wars. I mean, that would have kept you hard for 9 hours.
The originals, maybe.
So let me get. I mean, this was 9 hours without an orgasm.
That's what I don't understand.
If you're going that long, you're doing something wrong.
And can you literally can you do anything in the Guinness Book of World Records and they approve it?
I don't think it's got to be Guinness because they wouldn't have put it in Guinness Records. They might just say a record.
The Penis Book of World Records?
Well, you got the article. Look at the article.
There's not an article. It's just a photo.
I'd like to know what other records are in
That's
that
all it
one.
says.
And it's not. Even, it's probably not even real.
Let's spend every Tuesday trying to break one of those records that's in whatever weird book that is.
I'm going to Google search it.
So, because Guinness Book of Records honestly has like restrictions, like they won't publish certain records because they don't want people to try to break them. Like if it's too dangerous or things like that, they don't want people to attempt to break it. So they won't actually publish certain things.
You're not changing the cameras?
No. He's too lazy to reach over.
All right,
he won't even give a reach around. You think he's going to reach across?
All right, so this article says the man trying to break the world record for the longest time spent masturbating. It says Drake Hardy, 40, knew he could beat it.
That guy's name is Drake Hardy.
Yep.
There's a lot of bullshit.
That's a lie right there.
So,
there's no fucking way that guy's name is Drake or Hardy.
He's probably trying to get into the porn industry, and that's his porn name.
All right, so it says...
Is that his dog's name in the street that he grew up on?
Yeah.
It says, so you think you can wank.
You think you can wank?
Yeah, it says, so you think you can wank. Maybe you believe you're America's next top meat beater, or perhaps you're the biggest loser of semen. Well, we've got news for you. You've got competition. Drake Hardy, a 40-year-old bisexual man with a master's degree in physical science, is trying to break the world record for the longest period of time spent masturbating. And while you won't find the mark in the Guinness Book of World Records,
Andrew, turn off your vibrator.
That's awesome. It really
Stop
is.
moving your arm, Jesus.
He says,
just Drew.
It is recognized by the Center for Sex and Culture in San Francisco. Go figure. It's part of an annual masturbate-a-thon fundraiser, an event that dates back to the 1990s and aims to designate self-pleasure.
It's picking up speed.
It is. Jeez Louise.
So, for starters, I don't believe he's bisexual. I actually think he's really not attracted to anything. This guy he could probably go longer than 10 hours. He's actually, he's not stimulated by men or women.
He fell asleep after 10 hours.
Or he beats off so much that he's just not sensitive anymore.
All right, my blood pressure's a little high.
A little high.
It's 142/94.
Should we rush him to the hospital?
He needs to stop drinking.
Stop drinking, Drew.
Consuming.
The only thing you do on this show.
I know.
Stop doing it.
I can beat that. I can beat that.
You want to bring it over? Should we all get our blood tested?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not? I'm sure I could beat it. I bet mine.
This might be a fun game. I don't know. I haven't done mine in a while.
I mean, my feet aren't flat. My arms.
Okay, well, you got to
weird.
wait 3 minutes. You can't just do it right away.
Whoa.
That's pretty good recovery
champ.
time.
New blood pressure with Drew.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You need a stent. You need a stent. We all need stents.
I probably do. I don't know. I hope not.
Makes you think you do now.
Joe,
right?
go get it checked.
I do have one question for you.
Can they
though.
check that without like having a problem?
They do. They'll be like, oh, you're 50%.
It's a dye test.
You won't have to come back for years, and then you'll be in like a month or
No,
two.
they put contrast in you, and they give you.
It's called an echo. It's called a 2D
echo.
echo.
Yeah.
You can't just go to the regular doctor and do that, right? You have to go to the hospital.
Well, you can go to your doctor and have him give you a subscription or a prescription for it.
Yeah.
They refer you to a cardiologist.
Yeah,
right.
And you go to cardiologist, but you have to go to your primary first because that's the way forward.
I'm going
works.
Monday, so.
There you go.
You're going to Doctor Monday.
Yeah. I gotta tell him about my arm being fucked up. So I got
There
pain.
you go.
I got pain in my arm.
There you go.
Just tell him you masturbated for 9 hours and 58
I was trying to beat this
No.
world
You
record.
masturbated for 9 hours and 59 minutes. You beat the record.
Beat the record. Yeah. No, something happened like last year, like 3-4 months ago. And
When
my
you
arm
were
got
climbing
twisted.
a fucking tree?
No, it was before that. Way before that. My arm got twisted like this way, and so like the back of my muscle. I don't know if I pulled them, if like I tore something in my tricep, but like I have full range of motion and everything. It's just if I get above a certain angle, if I reach behind me. So like if I try to get something out of my back pocket, or like I try to put on my belt, reaching behind me or reaching back this way, I feel pain in my arm. If I try to go up, like even trying to like put a hairband in my hair because my arm is up at a weird angle, I feel it in my arm.
It's
But I have
very
no,
painful, or it's just like
it's
a pole on it.
it's a pull. But
Maybe it would be easier if you wore barrettes.
But I have no problem full range of motion with my arm in front of me, so I have no problem here. It's just only if I reach behind me or back past a certain angle, and then I feel it.
Laura's checking her blood pressure now.
It's because what you do to her.
You might have torn your muscle when
Yeah.
you did that, and you might want to just constantly keep trying to stretch it.
Well, that's what I do. I try
Because
stretching.
it's not pain, you just feel like more of like a pull, right?
Yeah, I try to stretch it a little bit every day, like a little bit past where I feel it.
Yeah.
And I try to do different exercises.
Do that, and your doctor will probably say you need to go to PT, and if your insurance covers it, you'll probably.
Well, I'm sorry, everybody. We're returning from commercial break now.
Well, that's what happens when you got a bunch of people all in our 40s and 50s, you know.
I mean, our audience is over 50.
I personally think this is exciting content.
Yeah.
This is a PSA for everyone out there.
I'm sorry. Let's get back to Booter Bang.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounds like Laura's got her vibrator out.
I don't know why I hang out
Oh,
with
it's speeding up.
She's
I
cranking
don't know
it
why I
up
hang out with
speeding up.
old people.
She cranked
Yeah.
she cranked it up to level 5.
Let's go.
Oh my God!
Keller said spanking with Drew. There's all kinds of new names coming out.
My blood pressure is
Healthy
elevated.
snacking with Drew.
I think yours is
No,
worse.
no, mine's not good.
No, yours isn't.
We
Mine's
had some
not
carrot
good.
sticks in the green room today.
I'm not writing mine down.
Well,
Mine's not good.
we both ate barbecue chicken and we're drinking beer. So
And that happens when I'm around.
yeah. So I mean, this is our cheat night. Say, Doc, this is our cheat night. I'm not apparently allowed to have a cheat night yet.
No.
No. It's
Yeah.
literally only been a week.
A week.
You don't get a fucking cheat night.
He thinks I'm killing him.
So what was that blood pressure?
139 over 94, I think, or something stupid ridiculous. And my pulse was 99. I'm sitting here like trying to meditate and breathe and deep, and my
That
heart's
don't
going like,
work.
eh.
That doesn't work.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, see, I've never had problems with cholesterol or blood pressure or anything like that, but it's just the sugar.
Oh, speaking of that question I had for you, usually when you have a heart attack, it releases an enzyme, and they can tell through your blood that you actually had a heart attack.
I don't think they had the blood work back before they
really?
did the second EKG.
As when I went to the hospital, they took my blood, and of course I was still hooked up to everything. And they said, your blood's loaded with this enzyme, and they're like, you're having a heart attack, you're going in now. So it was literally that quick.
That sounds
Yeah.
like what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because his was the first EKG was fine. The chest X-ray they said was fine, and I don't think the blood work had come back yet. And then when the doctor told him, we're going to admit you because you're telling us these symptoms that are worrisome, but we're not seeing any tests that are showing any reason yet. So we're going to keep testing to see if there's, make sure we do all the tests before we just release you. And so she's like, we're going to run the EKG again. We're going to do some more tests, and then we'll go from there. So when they ran the next tests, it was the signs were on the EKG. So
okay.
All right.
Enough of that shit.
I know.
Where's the comedy?
It's time for Booter Bang!
You gotta match the beat.
Boot. Bang. Boot. Booter bang. Boot. Bang. Boot. Booter bang.
I think I'm gonna boot because she's missing teeth.
Why is that?
Is Booter Bang Garby?
From boot.
Are we all banging?
We're banging the car too.
Jay said bang.
Dang.
Fucking Garby. Where's he been? All right, Booterbang.
He's trying to break the record.
Says Joe, who's
practicing.
suspiciously lower in his seat and still on his phone.
I'm reading my Google News feed because I'm a little behind the times on everything you guys got talking about. I when I was up in New York for like 2.5 weeks, plus I was up in New York in November, I basically did like a complete like news blackout. Just to like clear my mind. I didn't read anything in the news, any of this bullshit, any politics. It just every time you turn on the news, it just fucks with your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to spend some time with my family. I was working when I was there, so I did work on the laptop. I visited with my nieces and nephews, and I hung out with my parents. And my dad is like, oh, I missed the show. I want to come, interact with you guys. But he's not all about the YouTubes and the technology stuff. But I just basically did like almost like a news blackout and just.
Okay. You're allowed.
So I am behind on everything you guys are talking about. So I don't know about all this.
The masturbation record?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure you would have.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. Florida woman arrested after breaking in, stabbing person over pizza delivery tip.
Bang.
All right. So,
did I send this to you?
I don't know. Why does it sound familiar?
Yeah.
I was going to say that sounds like one.
It sounds like one we did weeks ago.
No.
Man, it just happened.
Really?
December 26th.
22nd.
22nd. No, you haven't been here since then.
I haven't. I was in New York.
All right. Well, we're going to redo it just in case. Because it's the only one I fucking have. All right. Kissimmee, Florida. A 22-year-old woman was arrested on Monday after breaking into a motel and stabbing someone over a tip she received while delivering pizza. Deputies responded to reports of a home invasion and stabbing at the Riviera Motel located at 2248 East Iro Bronson Memorial Highway in Kissimmee, Sunday, December 22nd. According to the sheriff's office, deputies arrived and found a victim with multiple stab wounds. The victim was transported to the hospital and is currently in stable condition. During an investigation, detectives discovered that the victim ordered pizza from a local restaurant earlier in the evening. Brianna Alvedelo, 22, was upset about the tip she received in delivering the pizza. According to deputies, Alvedelo returned to the victim motel with an unknown man who was armed with a firearm and forced their way into the motel room. Alvedelo was armed with a knife and began attacking one of the victims, deputies said.
She was a pregnant woman.
The victim was stabbed multiple times and items were taken from the motel room. Detectives arrested Alvedelo on Monday, December 23rd, after obtaining an arrest warrant for the offenses of home invasion with a firearm, attempted murder, kidnapping, and aggravated assault. Alvedelo was booked into the Osceola County Jail and has no bond. The man has not been identified. All right, so here's my take on it. She's delivering a pizza. She could have had something in the room that they wanted. Maybe this wasn't just over a pizza delivery tip because they said items were taken from the room. They didn't say what. So you never know when there's a difference between staying in a hotel and a motel. Typically motels are a little, motels are a little, motels can be a little shady.
Nice,
So who knows what they may have seen.
Drew.
I think you're looking way too far into it.
No, I think they went in there and
no, she was just pissed she didn't get a fucking good tip.
No,
I personally think it was the butler.
And so
with
she
the
was going to
candlestick.
get hers. She went in there to just take whatever and fuck him. That's
The woman who was stabbed was a pregnant woman. I don't know if you read it. I read a different article. The woman who was attacked was pregnant. There's a husband and wife that were in the room.
So you're saying a Spanish woman with a knife?
Yeah, and she has to be mildly hot because she talked a guy into going back with her and being,
an accomplice.
Do this too.
Could have been her pimp.
So I'm gonna bang everybody. Bang.
JayFred is banging.
We got old school Kyle.
Okay,
he's banging.
Kyle,
and we got Keller. Keller's a boot.
What?
Keller's always a boot.
Keller's always a bang.
No,
Jason's
he
always
boots
a boot.
way too many. I bang a lot more than he boots.
Okay.
Keep that sound clip right there.
Joe, what are you doing?
Kyle is banging.
Instead of banging what's on your phone, Joe, you banging the story. Booting.
Booting.
He's looking
Okay.
at pictures of Chrissy.
Did we get Brad?
No, what are you doing, Brad?
That sounds like one we did before, even the invasion part. And I don't know. I think I'm booting that one.
Brad,
No,
we
it
only
sounds-
get one.
It
we
sounds
only
like
get one. You
yeah, but
have
it
to
sounds
bang
like
the one.
No. Because
No
if I
other
remember the
chance.
story correctly, yeah, I'm definitely booting it.
Okay.
And don't pressure me into booting or banging. I will not bow to peer pressure.
You should.
I learned that back in high school.
Forcing someone to have sex.
Lisa's
Isn't
booting.
that sexual harassment?
Is that the site you're on right now?
No.
Lisa's booting. All right.
Lisa boots too
I'm gonna
many
boot.
too.
Okay.
I think I know
So
it,
many
but I don't know.
boots. Okay.
A lot
Ooh,
of
I'm
booting.
burping.
I think
I'm
I'm going to
burping,
be
not
right.
booting.
Bring
When
up
it
the
comes to
Hooters
this
chick.
one, I'm pretty sure I am right on target. Bang.
There you go.
All right, you guys are all right.
Thank you. Victory is mine.
She looks like she's smelling something foul. And she's like,
Have we done this one though?
It's called smell the
I don't
fart.
I don't.
acting.
Why do all the
That's
booter
literally
It
bangs?
like
sounded
she smelled
so
the fart.
familiar.
Why do
Yeah.
all the booter bangs have to be criminals? Can't we find
We
like
can.
a
I mean, just
nice
send
booter
me an
bang?
article.
Just somebody that was walking down the
Send
street.
me an article. I mean, it's just it's the way it works.
She
out
looks like
sometimes.
she's a day over a shave. Thank you. I'll be here for the next show.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we did that one. So y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
I read the article, but I didn't see the picture. But that's why it was familiar.
Something like the pizza and the since I heard it, I was like, I think we did this one. But she didn't look familiar.
Yeah, no.
All right. So I posted a survey on the group page. If you are not on the group page, you should get on the Facebook group page. There's two pages. There's the like page and then the group page. Either way, the Facebook group page for Drinking with Your Show. I posted a survey. I said, basically for women and Joe, I said, what would you rather have for Valentine's Day? A sex toy or jewelry? Now, women, as women do, they didn't stick to the rules. They had two choices, and most of them gave 10 choices. So, amazingly enough,
Because they were trying to tell you what women actually want and not what you just think they want.
I'm just giving them choices. He had two choices. I'm just saying that most of them, amazingly enough, said food. So
No, I wouldn't want. That's the worst day to take somebody out is Valentine's Day. It's so crowded. You have to make reservations in advance, and you never do reservations.
but I was just
Crazy.
surprised. I mean, maybe a trip to somewhere exotic or something.
No, that's a lot for Valentine's Day.
I didn't say it has to happen on Valentine's Day, but just in general, like, you could say tickets to Disney. You could say a new car, whatever. But I'm just saying,
You get a car.
They
You
went.
get a
They
car.
went outside of the guidelines to begin with. Sex toy, jewelry. I honestly thought that was a good comparison, but they threw in other options, and most said food, dinner. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm asking the wrong people.
I mean, on Valentine's Day, we go out to eat all the time. Well, we did until last week. So I'm used to like going out all the time, but I don't like going to like really crowded places where I feel like I'm either like sitting up against somebody or I have to like graze my ass against the table to like squeeze in between. Like, I don't like it super tight and packed. And that's what Valentine's Day is when you go out to eat. So
For the record, we do.
You go out to dinner?
No, we like it super tight and packed.
No, because you're in a
yeah.
van traveling around the fucking country.
it's true.
Living down by the river.
Joe, what do you do for Valentine's Day? What?
Typically, we would try to do a lunch just because it's not worth the effort to try to fight for dinner reservations. And it's overpriced. And again, like Laura says, it's not worth fighting to be in a crowded restaurant. So we would try to do like a Valentine's lunch. But after you've been married for so long, like jewelry, I mean, they have everything that they already
Laura
need.
loves jewelry, which
Oh,
I don't
we do.
understand. I don't understand, but
Because she's only a girlfriend.
You know?
so I need to get her a ring so it just makes jewelry
That's
numb.
the last piece of jewelry you got to buy.
I got
That's
it.
the
It
last
just-
I don't
blowjob.
buy it.
That's the last time you'll get a blowjob too.
He doesn't get it anymore
Yeah.
anyway. She doesn't want him to have a heart attack.
Notice he's not talking. No, it's
Hey, I will.
saying,
I will
he's
say.
not agreeing.
Well,
Not disagreeing.
Because he doesn't want to lose
I'm not-
out on the one
look.
so month he gets.
no. Look,
We're going to find out.
I'm waiting for him to die.
We're going to get it all right now, boys and girls.
She's secretly gonna have
no. Well, we're
have
not
a living will.
She's
set
so
up.
proud of herself. She is smiling away like, I blow him so good
No.
all the time.
I'm
look
waiting
at-
for him to respond.
Joe, just look at her face. Just look at
I'm
her.
waiting for him to
I
respond.
can't see between the monitor, so I look up here, waiting for them to put the camera on it.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm waiting to get his response.
Back to you, Drew.
Laura will BJ when a BJ is requested. I'm not going to say that's not the case.
That doesn't mean anything.
Right. Exactly. So
I definitely missed something when I was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Brad's not here. Let's
luckily
talk about
Drew
blowjobs.
knows better than to ask.
Now, does she enjoy it? That's the question. You know.
Oh.
No, but at least
Well, let's ask
at
Laura.
least before they get married, they pretend to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
chore, you know.
Yeah, after you're married, you know
and
they don't.
I don't blame women in general, and I'm not just talking about Laura. Women in general, I do not blame them for not wanting or not enjoying that, because it is what it is. It's just, it's not really intimate. I mean, it's intimate because you got a man's wiener in your mouth, but it's not emotional.
But
You
like,
know what I mean?
when you look at Joe, look at Joe.
I don't want to right now, Jay. You immediately made me not want
I
to.
just had a wiener in my mouth.
Do you think he would enjoy?
The doctor told me not to laugh.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
20 bucks is $20, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Jason said he's going to the res, so that's a good spot. We've been there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, again, there's things that you can. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, you know. I mean, in my time, I dated a girl that loved giving blowjobs. Like that's all she wanted to do, and I could tell she like even when I didn't want one, she was trying to give me one. And I'm like, I don't really need one or want one right now, but she enjoyed it so much that she
you
was
are
going
gay.
out of her way to do it.
I thought you were gay, but I didn't know for sure. But thank you for clarifying.
But that's very rare that you find women that enjoy doing it that much. So Brad's taking off his headset.
You found a unicorn.
Oh, I did? Oh, okay. Time for there is another set in there. Oh, there's one on the couch.
What happened? Oh, the whole thing fell off.
So, I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, I don't blame women at all.
I don't know how we got into a blowjob conversation.
Well, because it's Valentine's Day. Jay.
Oh, Valentine's
What are you
Day.
getting for Valentine's Day?
Anything I want.
Oh, see? What's the hooker's
Now,
name?
unfortunately, I'm flying up to New York again.
Okay. Laura, your rebuttal.
Plead the fifth.
No, I'm going to say the same thing. I don't see you getting enjoyment out of doing your
duties. I do it.
I love giving oral.
Sore subject.
I think men love giving oral more than women love giving oral. That's for sure. Like men will volunteer to do it over women. Just statistically. Joe, where'd you go? You're literally disappearing out of the camera.
He's fixing.
I told you he's going to disappear.
Thank you.
Pajama Joe.
He's still got his phone in his hand too.
I know.
I'm trying to fix Brad's headset.
Pajama
and it's not
Joe,
my
are those
phone.
two different pajamas? I didn't realize you had black pants.
Well, this isn't a pajama. This
And
is just
that's
a
not a
plaid
pajama shirt, just a plaid
Just a
shirt.
plaid shirt.
It matches perfectly.
Okay. Are those headsets working, Brad?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Lovely.
So what was the question?
Do women love mowing the yard?
He said, "Do you buy your wife
That's
sex
definitely
toys
no.
for Valentine's Day?"
He said sex toys or jewelry for Valentine's Day.
Neither.
Yeah, neither.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day? Is it a secret? You can't say? She might be watching.
No, I mean, for us, we don't really celebrate a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I don't know.
It's a Hallmark holiday.
Did a random trip to Amsterdam?
Yeah,
Just for lunch.
might have lunch.
It is a holiday. It's
Lunch
definitely
in
a Hallmark
Paris
holiday for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I need my glasses so bad right now. All right, so
But
a
for
guy
her,
You wrote
jewelry.
those without your glasses.
Hmm?
You wrote that without your glasses.
I did, and you could tell. Check out my handwriting.
Well, let this be a public service announcement. If you are thinking about doing something for your significant other for Valentine's Day, Make the reservations now.
Yes.
And make sure you'd go down first.
Yeah.
Yes.
According to the second part of that conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So a guy robs a bank.
Boot.
He slips the teller a note. Now imagine this.
Bang the teller.
Close your eyes and imagine this.
Oh, close
He
our
slips
eye.
the teller a note. The teller grabs the note, looks puzzlingly at the note, looks at the man, looks back at the note, looks back at the man, tries to read the note. The handwriting on the note is so bad that the teller doesn't even know it's a robbery demand note. And the robber turns around and walks out of the bank.
Smart teller.
Should pretend to do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to rob a bank,
don't leave your ID behind.
Well, first off,
don't write the note on the back of a pay stub.
Don't write the note.
Did they catch him?
No, he's still loose at large.
Good for him.
Probably a doctor. Probably a doctor.
You know what? Lesson learned. He learned a lesson.
No, it's because they don't teach handwriting in school anymore.
But the guy was like 70 years old. They do have his photo. They do have his photo.
Prostheses.
Yeah.
Not his face.
His photo that is there. He's got a hat on, yada, yada. But the handwriting was so bad, the teller couldn't read what he was wanting or asking. So many bad things went on with this, but any handwriting expert is going to nab you. So don't use your own. Maybe his wife wrote it. Maybe he didn't write it. Who knows? But still, type it out. Use newspaper clippings. Go old school. Anyways.
Just wear gloves. Don't leave fingerprints.
Ask the teller for their phone number so you could text it to her.
I booed it already. So what did everyone else do?
Gonna bang the teller.
Bang the teller, apparently. So
get a job, get a career. Don't worry about robbing banks. So
And then
stay out of trouble.
And then post it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. So 3 women died, and this is one of Laura's pet peeves is ingredients that have gone expired.
See?
3 women die after eating holiday Christmas cake.
Bang, boot, bang.
Was it last holiday? Like last year?
I thought it was bang, murder, kiss, marry, kill.
Kiss, marry, kill.
Yeah.
So a family gathering in Brazil turned tragic when 3 women died and 3 others fell ill after consuming cake. An incident took place on December 23rd. Initial police reports did not disclose the victims' identities, but they have since been identified and their photos released. You want to boot or bang that?
Yes.
Wait, yes, we do. We told you I'm bang, boot, bang.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we have all 3 of them.
Are you banging?
Wait, so they ate this cake. Did they buy this cake from a store or this
No,
was
they
on
made it.
home?
All right. So
they made it and they died from it?
Yep.
Someone in the family made it.
Yep. No, here's the
It
deal.
wasn't last year's cake, right?
Tatiana Denise Silva dos Anjos, 43.
Bang.
And Maida.
She has more than 3 names. Bang.
She's the one that showers
I'm
topless
sorry,
in
you're
the
not
street.
supposed to laugh. I will not be funny anymore.
Maida Bernice Flores de Silva, 58.
That's the boot.
Died on the same day after eating the dessert. Norza Denise Silva dos Anjos,
That's a bang.
65, was rushed to the hospital
65.
in critical
She
condition
baked the cake. Fuck it.
and sadly died the next day.
We knew you were coming.
A new investigation has been launched prompting the exhumation of Zeely's husband, his body after he died from a food poisoning in September.
Oh, shit. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So he dies in September. and they
Whoever
die
is
in December?
cooking needs to stop. They're
Okay.
not good at
Well,
it.
they probably hated those other women in the family, and they thought, I didn't get caught killing
No.
my husband.
This
Let's
is
do it
probably
again.
some asshole
No.
that did this shit by accident.
No, like
Well-
the nephew poisoned his mom's spices, thinking he was going to kill
Right.
his mom. And his
Instead
mom
of
used the
sugar,
spices in
you
the
used
cake.
arsenic. Yeah.
Yeah, and she killed everyone else by accident.
It says once Zeely is discharged from the hospital, the investigation into his death will be reopened, and he will face
Wait.
additional questioning.
Wait, he's alive.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
You said you exhumed somebody.
He exhumed the guy.
He
That's
exhumed
what it says
him,
down.
and
I'm going to
when
read
he
exactly what it says. A new investigation has been launched, prompting the exhumation of Zeely's husband's body. Her
Right.
husband's body.
The husband.
After he died from food poisoning in September. Once Zelly is discharged from the hospital, the investigation into his death will be reopened, and she will face additional questioning, according to the police.
So Zelly's the cooker.
She's still alive.
It's still alive.
But 3 people in her family are dead.
Right. Authorities will
I guess that includes the husband?
Yep. Authorities will also interview neighbors from the Torres residence. However, Velisa stated that there were no recorded disputes or inheritance or family conflicts. They're already suspecting this is like foul play.
Yeah.
How long was the husband dead for?
September.
Oh, bang, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. The hospital.
I think she just fucked up with something wrong. Some wrong ingredient.
Says the hospital confirmed that Tatiana
Brazil, right?
and Madi died from cardiac arrest, while Nuza official cause of death was listed as shock after food poisoning. So Zelly and a 10-year-old boy are currently hospitalized but stable. So they said they in these cases it's very common for in Brazil to family members to poison each other.
Oh,
they said that's a common thing over there.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm never.
They actually have a separate aisle for that in the grocery store.
They examined the food, and it includes products like mayonnaise that expired a year ago.
Yeah, but that's not poisoning.
No, I go in my mother's fridge. That's how it is. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's still good. We didn't have expiration dates when we were kids.
Says there was a white.
That's just to encourage you to replace it and buy more
Says there was
stuff.
a white liquid that was also be examined. It said in here that it's a common occurrence. I'm trying to find. Anywho, let's show the cake.
That's not the cake. That is not the cake. That is a stock photo.
The icing looks amazing.
Yeah. I want some. Is that out in the green room? Because I'm getting that. Yeah.
All right.
Is that a piece of mint on the top?
Let's show.
So I've never heard this before. Brazil, really? They poison each
yeah,
other?
it's a common thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Just for fun?
All right,
the
so
first
that's one.
Oh.
Okay.
Was
With only one eye.
That's
we
the other.
booted her. Yeah.
Yeah, you banged her.
No, we banged the first one. We booted the second, and we banged the third.
That's the cake.
Oh,
It's the type of cake.
American Pie.
I don't have
You
it on
stuck your
photo.
dick in a pie.
I only
Where's
have
the
2 photos.
23-year-old?
I only have one. Yeah, there's the.
The 2 women who died, and then the husband.
Are you yawning?
I'm yawning.
She's already done.
my
She's done.
God.
Yeah, but I thought there was a 23-year-old that died. Didn't you say that in the beginning?
No.
I don't know.
They were all in their 40s. One was in the 60s, something like that. 50s, 60s, 40s.
So there's only 2 that died.
No, 3 died.
The husband is the third.
No.
In
There's
September.
three women from the party and then the husband. There's 4 total.
Oh, but I assume the one woman from the party is the killer who survived.
Yeah, 10-year-old boy and then the wife
So
of the
she's not-
husband were not killed.
She's the baker, though.
But there's 3 other women that died.
Was that the 23-year-old?
I don't know, Brad.
You know, this story is incomplete, and I feel very lost.
Yes. I feel like
That's
we're all
This
talking in
light
circles.
is making me very pale.
Very pink.
You actually look pink.
You look
You
pink.
look like a little pinky rat.
We're all pink on the
Excuse
inside.
me.
You look
The
like
last
Patrick
person
Star.
to say that, it was a lot of drama, and we had to kick her off the show.
What did I miss?
The good old days.
Okay.
Joe, are you ready for radioactive?
Ask Jay a question. You keep asking me the stupid questions.
Whoa!
Because you're here.
Wow, Joe.
Jason's going to be gone for another 6 months and 2 days.
So make use of him while you can.
I am going to be gone for a little while.
Joe's saying, I'm busy over here on my phone. Leave me alone.
Okay, Brad.
Yeah, Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Are you ready for our roads in Florida to be radioactive?
I saw you post that. What was that all about, though? I didn't read the actual
All right,
article.
so Florida moves forward with radioactive roads project. Will the Sunshine State become the glow state? So the EPA grants Mosaic Fertilizer permission to build radioactive asphalt test roads in New Wales, Florida, raising health and safety concerns for future generations.
New Wales?
Yep.
What the fuck is New Wales?
Maybe near Lake Wales?
Old Wales.
Oh, it's
So-
Fort Lauderdale.
It says Florida is paving the way for a controversial new era in road construction and a decision that has sparked significant controversy. The EPA has permitted Mosaic Fertilizer to construct test roads using radioactive phosphagism. Go ahead, read it.
Gypsum.
Phosphogypsum
Waste in New Wales, Florida. The decision has raised concerns among environmentalists and public health advocates who urge that potential risk of using radioactive materials in road construction far outweigh any perceived benefits. The decision to allow the use of phosphogypsum in road construction is a significant departure from historical practices. The Mosaic project aims to utilize this waste in experimental road sections, with the agency suggesting that the public exposure is unlikely. You're right. However, the reality of radiation is that it does not remain contained in one area, raising alarms about the long-term exposure, particularly for workers involved in the construction and eventual maintenance of these roads. So what is phosphogypsum? It is the process used manufacturing the phosphoric acid, a key ingredient in fertilizer. It is primarily composed of calcium sulfate, but also contains naturally occurring radioactive elements like uranium, thorium, and radium. So basically, they're using the waste from their fertilizer plant and mixing it with asphalt and putting it in the roads.
Is that just a way of like hiding
so it's not for like the lines in the road, it's for the actual concrete itself or the asphalt?
That's how I understood it. The article is very long if you want me to continue, but it's literally...
Either way, I predict that this is Mosaic's one of their biggest mistakes ever, because most of their PR is all good and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
bunny rabbits and deer.
Till I moved down from New York, I never even heard of fucking Mosaic. They're the largest landowner in Florida. They own hundreds of thousands of acres. You see all the giant fake white mountains from them, basically just ripping all of the everything out of the ground that's worth anything and turning it into a desert of white sand or whatever the fuck it is that nothing grows in.
And then they had the leak that was Tiny Point.
Tiny Point leak
caused shit ton of red tide.
Yeah. And just went into the aquifer and the radioactive water or whatever we have. So, we deserve what we get. We allow all this to happen, and they have a very good PR department, and in the end, there's no benefit to us, the people.
So if you break down on the side of the road, you're going to be radioactive.
Yeah, don't stand out there for too long.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even get like how that can be approved. Like, I mean,
because they spend more money than any of us.
It's called lobbyist.
Yeah,
that's pocketing politicians' money or lobbying politicians, putting money in their pockets to get something approved and run through the Senate.
It's because they're preparing for next year that Trump is going to get rid of the EPA.
Yeah, they need to do something with their waste product.
Well, I was about to say that.
That's basically what it is.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, nothing else to do with it.
So let's mix
do
it
what
in
we do and flush it.
You sell it to China.
China.
All right, so before Laura falls asleep,
right?
Joe too. They both
I know Joe and Laura. They
both
have the same sleepy times. Very suspicious.
What?
They both get tired at the same time. All right.
Suspicious. They've been fooling around.
There's too many cameras. Can't do that.
He wasn't looking at Pornhub. He was looking at Laura pics.
Our new OnlyFans that Laura's had up for 2 days now.
Yeah.
Got to keep me busy since I'm out of the hospital.
It's neighbor fans.
So they have a new software and face detection that retailers are debating, I guess, putting into place later. And I don't know. This is very controversial. It's kind of like maybe even a conspiracy theory. I'm not sure. But allegedly, retailers are going to use face detection when you're purchasing something to where the face detection will recognize your accounts and your financial status and charge you based on that, because you buying a Snickers and somebody else buying a Snickers, maybe you can afford it more than somebody else. So yours is going to be more expensive. than another person's, or maybe your financial situation is not good and yours will be cheaper. Boot or bang?
Yeah, I'm happy to spend $100 for my Snickers, and you should have yours for 2 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the other question is too.
You're trying to say you're richer than we are?
Do they not list the
That's
price
exactly
of the
what
items?
I was going for.
Because I would want to know what I'm buying.
Well, anything at the store. So when you go to the store, you're going to go to checkout, whether it be a Wawa or a Publix, and the cashier is going to have a little camera there. It's going to recognize your face.
No, I'm talking about like on the shelf. So I'm going through the grocery store and I'm like, oh, I need this gallon of milk. And say that it has $5.99 or whatever the price is on the shelf. Like, is it going to change when I go to check out? Like,
I don't know.
Oh, look at that face. She doesn't enjoy giving blowjobs. Her milk is $26.
Well, I could see if it goes down, but I can't see it going up. Like, I could see it going down, but not going up though.
Who,
if you're
Laura?
No, but if you have if you're on welfare or you're poor or something, you get a discount when you get to the register. But I can't see them raising.
Has anyone paid attention to eggs? We didn't talk about
crazy.
that
It's
tonight.
like $13.
No, but there's none. My Publix over there has none.
Oh, really?
There's so many eggs.
Like 3 days now. My
wife just bought 2 dozen eggs.
I just bought eggs.
It's okay. I mean, I don't care, but my brother's got fucking 15 chickens now, laying more eggs than we
Bring
can
us some.
handle.
I can't eat them, but
The brother here or the brother up there?
Here.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but Jason was saying that they were trying to find the brown eggs, the large brown eggs, and they couldn't find them. But Sam's had stacks of them.
You got to get the brown chickens.
Just think you got to wait until the truck comes in or something.
That's just racist, man.
Yeah. Stop making fun of brown chickens, man.
Same thing with the profiling.
Brown chicken,
profiling
brown
is
cow.
racist, and I don't need to spend $20 on a Snickers.
Did you hear
So
about
I'm sorry.
the iced tea traffic stop?
Brown
Iced tea?
chicken, brown cow.
Yeah.
National rapper? Body count?
Yeah, you didn't see his traffic stop?
No.
Oh man, you guys are really behind.
I don't watch.
Isn't he a cop?
No, you're
On
talking
TV.
I see you.
Well, but all right. So,
SVU.
Shaq is
got
like
video
a
of
reserve deputy. Yeah, we'll show it here. Stand by. We're gonna get through the ads.
Was this Jeopardy room?
Good one, Joe. All right. Is this?
He said radioactive hemp.
Oh, here it is. This is all right. So I need to stop this one. You are stopped.
You were
gay.
I texted Garby, by the way.
Where's he at?
Home. I just was excited because
That's not the article.
his wife.
What's gonna be?
I had wished his wife a happy birthday,
All right,
so it
here it
came
is.
up. It came up like this.
County Sheriff's Office. Let you know you're being recorded, okay?
I'm headed
She
to
likes
the DMV. This is where I'm going to get all my registration and everything straight on this car.
He's got car shield too.
When did you decide to go and change?
Yesterday, I went yesterday, but they...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is registration been expired since 2021.
Car's been parked.
It's been far.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course I'm sure. That's why I'm trying to get this car set up to go. Yesterday I went to the DMV and they said that their system was down, so that's where I'm headed.
Ticket him. Ticket him.
I got 7 cars.
He towed his car.
Everybody knows you drive a different car to the motor vehicle when your car ain't licensed. This guy's got enough fucking money. He knows better.
And he's got a car shield.
To DMV yesterday. They said the
I
system
don't
is
know
down.
what that means.
Yesterday, yep.
What time was your appointment yesterday?
I didn't have an appointment. They just take me.
They just take me.
You need to have an appointment to go to DMV.
I don't need one.
You do a walk-in.
I'm ice
You're going to
motherfucking
drive
T.
without a vehicle was registered and get this one
Can I
registered.
handle this? Can I handle this? You gonna take me to jail?
Yep.
I'm not going to take you to jail.
Okay, can I park the car here and walk to the DMV?
I'm going to tow your vehicle. It's
No,
expired.
you're not finna tow my vehicle. Let me park my car right here.
You're not going to move your car, sir. You give me your keys right now, and I'm going to tow your vehicle. No, don't touch me. Don't
Give me
like that.
Give me my paperwork. Get this on camera. This is, I'm a foot away from DMV.
Keep your distance.
You are a f***ing asshole.
I'm not an asshole. You've been an asshole to me.
You are an asshole.
Ice-T,
I'm trying
you
to get
fucked
to the
up, bro.
DMV. I showed you all the paperwork. Let me start recording your dumb ass.
Wait, when did all this happen?
It says 5/3 of 24.
Oh, so this was all like
May.
9 months ago.
I'm trying to get to DMV to register my cars.
Okay.
I got all the paperwork and everything there. I asked the officer, could I just go over here or even park my car so that I could walk over there and get all my paperwork together. He says he wants to tow my car.
All right, give me a second. Let me find out what's going on here, and then we'll figure something out, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're, like I said, you're going to leave
Tow
the car
that
here,
shit. Fuck 'em.
I'm walking DMV and handle business.
So, but you do know your registration is expired and your license, too. Right?
That's what I'm going for.
Okay,
I want to do all
I'm
that.
just letting you know that.
And your license,
I
too.
didn't know if you just knew your registration was expired. You got both.
I got everything.
You got enough money. You didn't have to
All
do
right.
any of
All
this
right,
bullshit.
I'm good. All right, you
Just the way he shooted me, I was going to park the vehicle. No tickets issued, but just next time show some respect. That's all I got to say.
Just a little bit, son.
I don't have to. He should have been like,
Hold on. Doesn't he play a cop somewhere?
That's what I said on Law and Order SVU.
I don't know.
For years.
He's been a cop for 17 years on the
Totally
show.
ridiculous that he didn't know better than that.
He should be like, he should bring out his badge. I'm owed a fit
He probably had it in the car.
Ice Cube would have done better.
It's lemonade.
But isn't it weird? This happened back in May, and it's just now getting out. Like, how did it not get out before then? It must have been like a really let's not talk about it for some reason.
Did the guy not know who he was?
He didn't.
He sounded young.
He sounded like a young cop.
California.
The first one sounded young.
Yeah, but still, I mean, maybe he didn't know, but
No, he would have known if he would have known if it was
towing
Ice
his
Cube.
car right away.
yeah, for sure. The cop was.
I mean,
dead.
he was
Cop
like,
was
no,
dead.
you're not doing that. We're towing your car.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to fucking tow your car.
Yeah, I don't blame him getting mad.
Especially when you see right there's spots in the parking lot. or
Right.
whatever
He's
that
right
is,
next
yeah.
to the DMV. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
That's being a dick for sure.
That's Ice motherfucking tea.
Cops can be dicks.
Joe, are you feeling the joy?
I'm loving it.
Boot.
She's got 4 hands.
Let's boot her.
Hey, you know. All right, Laura's falling asleep on me.
That's typical.
Yeah. We've covered most of the pamphlet, though, honestly. I mean, we've gotten through a lot of it, you know, and the other story is 50.
We didn't even talk about Jimmy Carter dying. Come on.
Do we need to, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been like on the edge for like 4 years.
Was he even alive?
Yeah.
I don't think he was even alive.
Well, I mean, mentally, since his wife died last year, you know.
I think he was
What was he, like 100?
being Bob
He
carted
was
around
101?
just for the election. to get him to vote.
Longest living president.
Yep.
But did you see him in the wheelchair, the photos and the video of him when they're saying he's going to go vote? He was basically, what about Bob? Like, he was literally dead in a wheelchair, sitting there.
I'm sailing.
I vote for Kamala.
He couldn't even talk.
Who did he
Like,
vote for?
somebody really had to grab his hand.
He still voted for Biden.
He wrote in his name.
Right.
So did Biden.
It's true.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for joining the Heart Attack with Drew show.
All right. Thanks for being alive.
Yeah. Trying to make it one more week. Stick with my meds and Dr. Laura. There is actually Dr. Laura. Do you remember that show?
Didn't she die?
No.
That was Dr.
That was
Ruth.
Dr. Ruth.
Oh, okay.
Dr.
No.
Ruth is the sex therapist.
Eating
that died.
oatmeal with Drew.
Healthy snacking with Drew.
Yep. All right. Well, it is what it is.
And goat
guys.
whores.
Good luck on your health journey.
Thanks, Jay. When are you going to be back? Give us a good assumption.
February.
You said you were going to be flying
I
on
know.
Valentine's
I got
Day.
a couple more. Yeah. Well, no, I'm going another place then. Yeah. Like I'll be 1 week. in-
World traveler over
Gotcha.
here.
Okay.
I'll let you guys
Comes home
know.
to pay his bills and then leaves
You
again.
do that.
It's more
Yep. For
He's got
the
it.
new people joining us, thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to our channel. Remember, subscribe, like, share, talk about us at the coffee table, and talk to your grandmother and tell her that you need to check out this guy named Drew.
mention us if you go to beat the record
Ask,
on
your,
Yeah, if you-
ask your grandma if she's had a heart attack and wants to watch the show.
All that good stuff.
packing.
We'll be back next week, barring anything crazy that happens.
We're the #1 YouTube channel played in ICUs.
We're Yep.
I'm sure the sticker is all over the hospital, right?
Yep.
It is.
He was putting them underneath the hospital bed. He was putting them on the back of the monitors.
It's on the hot
Probably.
doctor's stethoscope.
Yeah.
It's on the paddles for.
Right.
It's on the inside of the paddle,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
can't
So
take
you
it
can't
off.
get a shot. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. All right. Thank you to our sponsor, inlawwetrust.com. And Anybody have any parting words, any last statements that you would like to make on the Drinking with Drew show?
Got nothing.
Silence.
All right. Thanks again, guys and gals. It's been the Drinking with Drew show. My name's Drew. I am not drunk, unfortunately. I had a water, my last water for the night. Got to check my blood pressure again to see if it went down. And we'll see you next week, 7:30 p.m. All right, everybody. This has been another episode of the Drinking with Drew show. Check us out every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Spread the word, spread the love. Check us out on all of our socials: Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Humble Social. Big thank you to our sponsor, InLawWeTrust.com. We'll see you next week.